Blizzard fans, it is now time for the Taco Bell ball game presentation. Please welcome this week's Taco Bell ball boy, Cody Steinhorst. Cody will now present the officials of tonight's game ball, which is emblazoned with the logo of our game ball sponsor, Taco Bell. To register your child for a chance to be the Taco Bell ball boy, visit your local Taco Bell restaurant. And Blizzard fans, this evening we have a very special guest as our honorary captain. He was inducted into the Green Bay Packer Hall of Fame. He's a two-time NFL Pro Bowler and played in 162 consecutive games, earning him the nickname The Rock. Rest Center, please give a very warm welcome to former Green Bay Packer center, Larry McCarron.
Gentlemen, shake hands. Shake hands, guys. Shake hands, gentlemen. There we go. We're fine. That's going to be heads. This is going to be tails. Gentlemen, that's going to be tails. This will be heads. What's the call going to be? Heads is going to be the call? Heads will be the call, Mr. McCarron, please. It's a tails. Green Bay, you've won the toss. You defer. You want the ball. Which way are you going to kick, gentlemen? Green Bay won the toss, chose
football on Sports Radio 107.5 and 1400 The Fan.
The Fan.
The Green Bay Blizzard is back in action on Friday, May 18th at 7:30 as they play host to the Cincinnati Jungle Cats. Catch all the exciting action of arena football on U.S. Cellular Field at the Rest Center. And guess who will be making a special appearance? Green Bay Packers head coach Mike McCarthy will be the honorary captain. Come see Coach McCarthy and everyone's favorite mascot, Bruiser, as U.S. Cellular presents the second annual graduating class of Bruiser's Reading Club and School Night. Get your Green Bay Blizzard tickets today by calling TicketStar at 800-895-0071. You don't want to miss a moment of the heart-stopping, bone-crushing action of arena football. Tickets start at only $7, so call TicketStar today at 800-895-0071 or pick them up at the Rest Center box office. Green Bay Blizzard football, sponsored by Daniil Wall. Affordable family fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble. This is Blizzard football on the Fan.
Back here at U.S. Cellular Field at the Rest Center, Johnny Grain, rookie alongside. We're set for arena football to action here on Sports Radio 107.5 and 1400 The Fan. The Green Bay Blizzard will be kicking off to the Tri-Cities Fever, and the Blizzard in their home green jerseys, green pants, silver and white trim with the white numerals right to left across your radio dial for the opening quarter of play. And it'll be Tri-City in their traveling white jerseys, blue pants with blue numerals and gold trim going left to right. Emery Beckles will be back deep to receive for Tri-City. Forstrom has it teed up on the goal line to our right, and this football game is underway. High end over end kick. He'll come down short of the net, fielded at the back of the end zone to the near side, 5, 10, 15, big gaping hole, 20, 25, 20, down to the 15, and ridden out of bounds at about the 7-8 yard line. Beckles on a fantastic return for Tri-Cities, and boy, just like that, Johnny, the defense has their back against the wall for Green Bay.
No, just like the last game we were here, we were saying how well the special teams were playing, kind of got them back in the game. On that play right there, you saw how they blocked out, kicked him out, and was able to get that run right back down the sidelines. Big breakdown. The special teams allowed this.
It's about a 50-yard return when you count the end zone. It'll be first and goal, Tri-City from the 70-yard line of Green Bay. Baker, the quarterback, wants to throw, slings it left side, wide receiver, screen, he fumbles the football, recovered by the Blizzard on their own 1-yard line. Making the catch, then dropping it was George Carter.
And Donnie Amati was the guy who punched in there and knocked the ball out, and the recovery. Big play.
Carter caught it at about the 7. It was one of those wide receiver. It was a wide receiver screen, and he had it, looked like he had some room, and then fumbled the ball, and Green Bay got it, recovered it on their own 1-yard line, and they'll take over. First and 10, Green Bay from their own 1-yard line. Dixon zips it near side to Harris, and it goes incomplete.
Second and 10 for the Blizzard at the 1-yard line.
Second down for the Blizzard. It goes incomplete. Clock continues to run. 13:20 to go here in the first quarter. The Blizzard getting the turnover. And again, the offense, Johnny, for the Blizzard has not been able to get things generated here. 2 incomplete passes right off the bat. That time it was intended for Hardwick, and he couldn't get the handle on it.
Well, one of the things they're hoping to get jump-started on here by getting Antonio Ficklin back. He did not get that contract signed with Detroit Lions. He is back, and he's one person in the fullback position that hopefully can block and give the quarterback some time to throw the football. There it is right there.
Little slant to Allen. He got it out to the 6-yard line, but that's a 5-yard gain, and that will be it. And it's decision time for the Blizzard. This is where, what do? Do you try to kick it and just make a defensive play here? That looks like what they're going to do, rather than go for it on 4th down and potentially give Tri-Cities good field position again. It's unfortunate, again, the defense comes up with a big play, forcing the turnover, and then the offense just sputters out, only picking up 5 yards on 3 plays.
Well, they got away. They got lucked out on that play by the long kickoff return, but they're at least able to get out of it. Now they get to kick the ball down and make a good recovery.
All right, here's the kick by Forstrom. It's a high end over end. This one's going to be short. It's out of play, and that turns out to be a good play for the Green Bay Blizzard. At least they get it out of deep in their own end.
Well, they dodged the bullet on the first one, and on that kickoff return, they're able to get the fumble out in the recovery. Now they got stalled a little bit, but kick the ball. And that's the start of this game all over again. Put them on the 5-yard line, play defensive football. This is what you talked about in the pregame. This is what they're known for. Now they get a chance to start afresh here and hopefully get a turnover or force them to kick the ball.
All right, so Tri-Cities has the ball for the second time tonight. That first drive, of course, was a very short one. They returned the kick down to the 7. Fumbled on their first place. Now, Baker here, 30 touchdown passes on the season. His Green Bay defense will be tested tonight. And Baker, plenty of time to throw. Heaves it downfield, up in the air, and incomplete at the goal line. And an opportunity for an interception by Amadi, and he turned around. That ball was just a wobbly old duck. It was about a 50-yard pass in the air, and Amadi never turned his head around.
Never turned his head around, hoping to see when the receiver's arms go up in the air that he was going to reach in there and try and knock it away. Well, the receiver's arm never came up in the air because the ball never got there. It hit him right in the butt. That's how short that ball came.
You know, he had a defensive back with him. Is that defensive back should be yelling, turn around, or no?
I would be saying ball, 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 just yelling ball in the air for him to turn around, locate the ball, and make a play.
Second down and 10, Tri-Cities from their own 5-yard line. Baker to throw again from his own goal line, near side, out of the reach of the outstretched arms of J.R. Thomas. It goes incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Fever.
Now, one of the things I like about this secondary is they can cover and they can run with anybody you put out there in the football field. But we noticed that even at the last home game that a little bit of the technique is got a little bit of a flaw in it. They never get a chance to get their head around and make a play on the ball.
Baker is one of the outstanding quarterbacks in Arena Football, too. Entering the game tonight, 102 completions in 173 attempts, 30 touchdowns and only 4 picks. 3rd down and 10, heaves it downfield again. This time Amadi turns around, intercepts it at the 15-yard line. And the Blizzard will take over. The pass, I believe, intended for J.R. Thomas. And this time, Amadi turns around and gets the INT.
And, rookie, that's what you teach a defensive back is right there. Once you feel like you've got control of the receiver, you got to make a play on the football. Once the ball is up in the air, it's either yours or his. You're making sure that's yours, and that's what he did. He went up and got the ball at the highest point, took it away, turnover.
You know, it doesn't seem like Baker has a very strong arm. The 2 times he's thrown it well downfield, it's been kind of a wounded duck.
But he's always thrown it. J.R. Thomas is their leader in just about every category offensively.
Harris goes wide to the right, Allen to the near side. Hardwick will be the man in motion. Zeke Dixon is your quarterback. Last time the Blizzard went 3 and out. Dixon to throw from his own 10. Zips it right side. Hardwick is there, knocked away.
Great defensive play. The ball was thrown high. He had to go up and get the ball. But pretty much he played defensive back on that play because number 3, Richard Dodd Masters, is right there.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 14-yard line of Green Bay. 9:52, clock is running, no score here at U.S. Cellular Field at the Rest Center. The Green Bay Blizzard, 2-3 on the year. Tri-Cities, 3-2, riding a 3-game winning streak.
Zeke had time to throw the football in that last play. He just needed the receiver to be open.
Harris will come in motion to the near side. Ficklin alone back. He gets the carry, sweeps it to the near side. Little running rope, tiptoeing through 20, 25, out to midfield, an 11-yard gain and a first down for the Blizzard.
Oh, and he's doing out there doing the shake. Yeah, you're right, that Ricky. That was a little running rope, and he turned into a big game. Just came around there and just started and cut it back up inside and got all the extra yardage that was needed.
As you mentioned, Ficklin had that tryout with the Detroit Lions, missed a game for the Blizzard, did not get a contract from Detroit, and is back here in Green Bay and is an offensive fire plug for the Green Bay Blizzard.
And Coach Lytle just say on Wednesday that they did miss him last week.
Allen goes wide right, drags Hardwick with him. Harris to the near side. Ficklin alone back. Dixon under center, has the snap, bobble it, got it back right side. Hardwick, 25, 20, slips free, 15, 10, 5, pushed out of bounds at about the 4-yard line. Let's see where they mark him, the 3-yard line, and it will be 1st and goal for the Blizzard.
Oh, that was a play. He threw it out there. There was nothing to do. He fumbled the ball at the snap, which allowed the defensive backs to react up on the play. And so he throws it out there anyway. Well, the defensive back come up. There was 3 that are surrounding him. For some reason, how he got 4 defensive backs on that play. And he scoots down the sideline.
A 22-yard pickup is what we'll call it on the play. Brings up 1st down and goal for the Blizzard. Let's see if they go to the big guy, Ficklin. Green Bay likes to run it in a situation like this. Snap, give it to Ficklin, off left tackle toward the end zone. No signal yet. They're going to say down at about the half-yard line.
And that's what running play they like to run. Well, anybody likes to run here. The short yards, give it to the big man. Lead play, bolts his way up in there and he gets a couple yards out of it.
That nose of the football just tickling the goal line. 2nd down and goal. Harris goes wide right. Allen comes to the near side. Hardwick will be the man in motion, but look for Ficklin or the quarterback Dixon to keep it. Dixon right up the middle. Push, surge, no sign yet.
Well,
what do we have? And they're going to say touchdown. He gets in from a half-yard out, and the Blizzard are on the board.
And it should have been. He just followed his blockers right in front of him. He only needed a half a yard to go, and he just kind of leaned over in there. It was a late call, but it was the correct call.
And the Green Bay Blizzard strike first. They lead it 6-0, with Forstum to try the extra point.
Rookie, I'm feeling good about this game. Other than that kickoff return, they kind of blew it, but they got a good defensive play. They're back in the ball game, have control.
Here's the PAT. Snap, hold is down, kick on the way, and he bangs it through. The Blizzard add to it. 7-0 Green Bay, 6:52 to go, first quarter. This is Green Bay Blizzard football on Sports Radio 107.5 and 1400 The Fan.
The Fan!
American, the big store with more big TVs than anyone else. HDTVs, LCDs, DLPs, plasmas, and projectors. Choose from their incredibly big selection at their famously small prices. Every TV at American is guaranteed at the low price every single day. And American has over 100 flat panel TVs on display. Plus, American has the big brands you want. Sony Bravia, Toshiba, Pioneer, JVC, Hitachi, Samsung, LG, Mitsubishi, and more. Selection, expert advice, and the low price at American, where big TVs are a big deal. And when it comes to digital imaging, nobody's better than American. You'll find an unbeatable display of digital cameras and camcorders, all at the low price guaranteed. And American has the top brands you're looking for. Olympus, Sony, Nikon, Canon, Kodak, and more. Plus, American has everything you need to go along with your camera, with a huge selection of photo printers and accessories. American, the Fox Valley's electronics headquarters, with a great selection, real service, and a low price guaranteed. That's American.
This is Blizzard football on the Fan.
And we're back at U.S. Cellular Field at the Rest Center. Green Bay on top by a score of 7-0. A very effective drive, Johnny Gray.
Oh, that was a great drive. I mean, the big play was not only Ficklin able to bust up in there and drag some tacklers for the first down, but maybe the better play was out in the flat where he's surrounded by four tacklers out there, only to have them all put their heads down as he just kind of slithers his way down the sidelines to about the 3-yard line. But then it was a touchdown 2 plays later.
Emery Beckles back deep to receive for the Fever. He returned that opening kickoff about 58 yards, giving Tri-City great field position on the opening drive, but they fumbled it away, and a couple of possessions later, the Blizzard are on top. Forstrom to kick off from our right. Here we go. High end over, and got the boot to this one. Comes down between the uprights and out of play. That will be a touchback, and the Fever will put it in play for the 3rd time tonight. Hey, meet your friends and family at the Ground Round Grill and Bar. Enjoy great food in a fun-filled atmosphere, or how about a cool summer drink on the patio? The Ground Round is located at Highway 43 at East Mason Street in Green Bay. Don't forget, head to the Ground Round for best happy hour in town, Monday through Friday. So the Fever, the 3rd time with the ball tonight, will begin at their own 5-yard line, trailing 7-0, 6:39, clock running here in the opening period. Green Bay a perfect 2-0 at home. They have yet to win on the road, trying to get that mark to 3-3 on the season with a win tonight. Baker back under center, drops back to the goal line. Hit as he threw, wobbly pass caught by J.R. Thomas right down in front of us. That's a gain of about 13 on the play, and a Tri-City first down.
Oh, tough break. Well, like you said, the quarterback was hit on the play. Thomas comes down and runs an out. Great coverage by the defensive back, but unfortunately, the ball gets there. Arm gets hit on the play.
Tyree Young providing the pressure for Green Bay. But it goes for nothing as the Fever pick up 13 on the play. Carter goes wide to the left. Garth to the near side. Baker back under center to throw. Again, pressure coming from the backside. Got rid of it. Shoot top grab by Thomas and gets it to the 24-yard line of Green Bay. And that's a gain of 8. They're going to give him forward progress to the 28-yard line. 9-yard pickup on the play.
Well, another similar play. Thomas comes down and runs a quick out. You know, Mighty does a very good job of coming up in the play. But the quarterback, if they could just hold the ball just one more half a second, they would have had a sack back there.
That was a heck of a catch by Thomas, too. 6 feet, 190 out of Indiana, PA. Wow, right off the shoe tops. 2nd down and short now for Tri-Cities.
Garton motion.
Of course, the ex-Green Bay Blizzard, and he's got it far side, punched out of bounds at about the 15. A gain of 7 on the play. That's a Fever first down.
And Stephen Carson went over there to give him a kind of bump and say, hey, welcome back to Green Bay.
Boy, he was a fan favorite when he played here at the Rush, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Remember the old Superman sign up in the corner?
That was nice.
Talked to Coach Lytle about that on the pregame show, but he said, you know what, we got a little kryptonite for him tonight.
Absolutely.
1st and 10, Tri-Cities from the 14-yard line of Green Bay, down 7-0 here in the first quarter, midway through. Baker to throw, a quick swing to the near side. Carter has it, frees himself for about a 7-yard gain. They'll push him out of bounds inside the 10-yard line, bringing up 2nd down and 3.
Oh, tried to go with a little bit of zone over there on J.R. Thomas. He's been the main receiver on this football team and pretty much his whole game. So they tried to go with a little zone, kind of gave him some cushion up there. They had to react up there to make the play.
Those wide receiver screens are very effective, or can be very effective in arena football.
Well, the defensive line was doing a very good job of getting off their blocks and getting pressure on. They were hoping with zone coverage they can buy some time.
Carter and Thomas to the left. Baker looking that way over the middle. Incomplete. Then as he kind of came back to the right, he felt the pressure provided by Jason Hardy, and Baker had to get rid of it.
Yes, and also Gustavus Tyson also was on that play. Again, they go a little bit of a zone man combination back there, allowing the defensive line to come up there and make some plays. That time they did get to him, forcing him to throw the ball over the tops of the receivers.
3rd down and 3 for Tri-Cities from the 8-yard line of the Green Bay Blizzard. Carter, Garth, and Thomas all go wide to the left. One lone running back behind Baker. Man in motion to the near side. They're going to run it to the near side. Slowed up and then knocked down. First penetration by Tyree Young. And they're not going to get anywhere near it. Walters is going to be well short of the first down. And that was busted up by Tyree Young.
6 foot, 300-plus LBs out there. It had grabbed him by the back of the neck, kind of slid off of him. But by that time, the defensive came up there and cut off the run side. They ran back toward him. Tyree Young pulled him down.
They're going to give him a yard on the play. That was a great defensive play by the Blizzard. And looking to get another stop here. They've had 9 stops in 2 consecutive games, which is almost unheard of in arena football. They've already got 2 stops here tonight. Baker to throw into the corner, incomplete. Make it 3 for 3 defensively for the Blizzard tonight. Intended for J.R. Thomas, and it was Amadi on the coverage, and it was just out of his reach.
Oh, man, they ran a pick play. Check this out, rookie here. They run a pick play where they run the receiver in, and then runs back out. Amadi does a great job of, covering the distance, and it was a tough throw over the top. Couldn't make the play.
That's almost a ball that Thomas should have been able to catch. All right, breaking the action. 2:33 to go, first quarter. 7-0 Blizzard. Green Bay football on the Fan.
The Fan.
What's your goal? To kick the ball or blast it? Introducing XL Athletic Performance from Bell & Health.
It's like rocket science, only you're the rocket, and it can help any athlete of any skill level.
What's it worth to be quicker, stronger, throw harder, jump higher?
How do you get off the bench and into the game, or take your game to the next level? Welcome to XL Athletic Performance Training, where science and experience factor big into making you play large.
This season, give an XL gift certificate to your athlete and watch them have the season of their lives. Call 920-430-4722 or visit xlplaylarge.com. Man, that girl can fly. Can you?
XL from Bell & Health. Play large.
Now back to Blizzard football on Sports Radio 107.5 and 1400 The Fan.
Back here at U.S. Cellular Field at the Rest Center. Green Bay Blizzard on top, 7-0, 1:45. The clock is running here. Green Bay just went for a long bomb and just missed Allen at the goal line. They're facing 2nd down and 10 from the 7-yard line. 2 receivers wide right now. Harris goes in motion that way. Dixon to throw from his own end zone. Under pressure, zips it out right side. Allen open right in front of the Fever bench and knocked out of bounds after a pickup of about 23 yards on the play and a first down.
Oh, great read by Zeke Dixon. What they do, the Fever did, they went back and played a zone, and the defender held back, and then thinking that he was going to throw it in the flat, he reacted up to it, and Allen was left wide open, and Zeke was able to reach back and zip it in there.
Second catch of the night for Allen. 2 catches, 28 yards. Unofficially, Dixon 3 of 7 on the night for 53 yards. And they go back to work, 1st and 10 from the 22. Dixon 3-step drop, right side. Oh, too hard to handle. It goes incomplete, wide open was Harris in front of the Fever bench, and he flat out dropped it.
Yes, he did. Straight, like you said, it was a very simple play. Just go out there, run a stop, catch the ball. Didn't do it.
One more play to go here in the first quarter with the Blizzard on top, 7-0, looking to stretch that lead.
Is it just my imagination, or did this first quarter go by pretty quick?
No, it's not your imagination. It zipped right on by. Allen goes wide right. Hardwick to the near side. Harris will be the man in motion to the near side. Ficklin behind Dixon. 2nd and 10. Dixon, 7-step drop, settles, fires middle. Oh, somebody zigged when they should have zagged. It was intended for Harris. And there again, Johnny, that's the new guy coming in, maybe not knowing the play.
Not knowing the play because he was wide open. Zeke put it right to his outside, and Harris ran to the inside, open on the play.
All right, first quarter comes to an end. 7-0 Green Bay. This is Blizzard football on the Fan.
The Fan! Got something special to celebrate? Birthday, anniversary, promotion, bachelor party, girls' getaway weekend. Need a private party room, meeting room, banquet room, catered meals? Need a suite? A room near the pool, whirlpool. Need a good band to listen to? Dance a little? How about a golf getaway? 4 courses within minutes to choose from. Golf packages available. Rafting, anyone? Just minutes up the road on the Wolf River. All this and a chance to get lucky too. Awaits you at the Menominee Casino Bingo Hotel in Kashina, Wisconsin, between Green Bay and Wausau, just 10 miles north of Highway 29, 8 miles north of downtown Shawano. We're more than a casino, much more.
Our hotel's great. You can stay. Bring your friends. Come and play.
We have breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Come join us. You're a winner. You love music.
Find it here.
Good times, good friends, and good cheer. You're gonna be an MVP. Where winning comes naturally. Menominee Casino in Kashina.
Now back to Blizzard football on Sports Radio 107.5 and 1400 The Fan.
And welcome back to U.S. Cellular Field. Green Bay Blizzard football here on Sports Radio 107.5 and 1400 fan. WDUZ FM Brilliant Green Bay, WDUZ AM Green Bay, Cumulus Media Stations, along with studio engineer Andrew Pekarik, I beg your pardon. Andrew, not Adam. I know it's Andrew. Johnny Grand rookie here at U.S. Cellular Field at the rest in a very quick moving first quarter, in which the Blizzard lead by a score of 7-0.
Yeah, their only giddy up was that kickoff return that they gave up. Just a blown coverage by the kickoff coverage unit. But since then, the offense has been moving the ball down the field. Defense is just playing solid.
Well, a couple of drops there one drop by Gerald Harris along the boards over here. And then he was wide open on that one play just before halftime. And Dixon threw it to the outside. As you said, Harris went inside. Boy, those are about 15 yards or more if you got a catch and run that you'd like to have back right now. 3rd down and 10 for Green Bay from the 22-yard line of Tri-Cities. And Green Bay now moving left to right across your radio dial. Tri-Cities going right to left. Dixon back under center. Man in motion. That's Allen far side. Dixon 7-step drop. Has time near side and incomplete. And it was intended for Harris again. That's 0 for 3 on these last 3 attempts to Harris. And again, he was open, but the ball was wide.
Well, the ball was wide, but Muhammad Dean was on the coverage. Well, he had inside coverage on him. He was maybe 1.5 yards inside. And so you think, well, Zeke Dixon being the quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw it to the outside, away from the defender. Gerald did not react to it.
Well, the Blizzard will try a field goal of about 36 yards. It's all about accuracy here. 36-yard attempt by Forstrom. It's blocked and slapped down. Ball's bouncing around in Green Bay territory. It comes free in front of the Tri-Cities bench, and the Fever will take over at the 21-yard line of Green Bay.
Didn't seem he got that ball up quick enough. That defense got through there very, very quickly. Looking at it right here on the replay, he had no chance to get that ball up and through.
Well, in that first quarter, the Blizzard ran 12 plays for 62 yards of offense, and Tri-City ran 11 plays for 41 yards. Tri-City had the ball for 7:29. Pretty even split there. 1st and 10, Tri-Cities from the Green Bay 21-yard line. 2 receivers near side. Wide receiver wide right, 1 lone back. Baker to throw, quick shot to Garth to about the 14, maybe 13-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds along the near sidelines.
Well, they're using him pretty much like the Blizzard used him when he was here at 6'4", 235 pounds. The guy's a big target. Just get it out there to him, let him just bring the ball in. You saw him make, about 7 yards on the play, maybe 6.
2nd down and 3. Ball at the 14-yard line. 2nd catch for Garth tonight against his old team. Garth will be in motion to the right. Receiver near side, and Baker to throw over the middle. Wide open, J.R. Thomas, touchdown.
Got to be a blown coverage on that play. I mean, he was a slot receiver in a play, and no one covered him. He just threw the ball to him as the Fever out there doing, I don't know what they're doing. Ricky, what is that called? Were they doing in the snow?
Were they making snow angels?
Yes,
I did not see that.
Oh, my goodness.
I was writing on my paper here.
There about 8 players out there doing snow angels.
Great. That's what the booing's for. Point after to come here. Making snow angels in the frozen tundra. Is that what they're doing? Virgilio to try the point after. It's up, and he hit the post. No good. Penalty marker down on the play also. And you come out, you make snow angels. You can't convert the PAT. The fans are going to get on you.
Absolutely.
Penalty marker down. Let's wait and see what the call is.
That looks like it's against the Fever.
So the point after is no good. Holding on Tri-Cities, it will be declined, and Green Bay will get the ball back up by 1. There's a long way to go in the football game. Well, we'll take a break. 12:40 to go in the first half. 7-6 Green Bay Blizzard football on The Fan.
The Fan.
What's living in your carpet? It could be pretty scary if you really think about it. Anywhere your shoes have been, your carpets have been there too. The yard, the driveway, the grocery store, the parking lot, the bar, the public restroom, the toilet handle, because you refuse to touch that thing with your hand. Just think about all the places your carpet has been without ever leaving the house. It's time to call Sullivan's Cleaning and Restoration to the rescue. Sullivan's can bring that old carpet back to life and remove all the scary stuff brought in by pets and dirty shoes. Instead of lugging around one of those old heavy carpet cleaner rentals, let the experts from Sullivan's apply the most advanced carpet cleaning technology to your home's carpets to make them look and feel like new again. When Brian Noble, owner of the Green Bay Blizzard, needed their 18,000 square foot carpeted football field cleaned and disinfected, he knew Sullivan's could tackle the job. Sullivan's Cleaning and Restoration of Green Bay, the official carpet cleaners of the Green Bay Blizzard.
Now back to Blizzard football on Sports Radio 107.5 and 1400 The Fan.
Well, settle in, folks, as we have a ball game going underway. U.S. Cellular Field at the Rest Center. Johnny Grain, rookie, alongside 7-6 Green Bay. As Tri-Cities gets on the board for the first time tonight on a busted play pass hookup. Baker to Thomas. The point after by Virgilio was no good. Well, now we have a penalty marker here and a delay of game called on Tri-Cities.
Well, it took a block kick for Fever to get down to get a score. It's not that they only had to march 20 yards to go down there to score.
Boy, 3 times on that last drive by Green Bay, though, they tried to go to Gerald Harrison. They're just not on the same page right now because that was a great opportunity to get a drive going and stretch it to a 2-touchdown lead. Here's the kickoff, high end over end. That's a beaut. That is a beauty. 3/4 of the way up the net. Fielded cleanly by Donaldson. He'll be pinned in inside his own 5-yard line. That was a great kickoff.
And that's what you want. That's high, long, and deep, and it stays up there forever. And it comes off there. Donaldson's only able to get out to about the 3-yard line.
And the Blizzard will start their first possession here in the second quarter. Huddled up in their own end zone. Well, they're going to bring it out to the 70-yard, the penalty after the delay of game, the 5-yard penalty. Can't forget about that.
Now this is a great opportunity for Gerald Harris to kind of get himself back into a groove. Get a chance to make a couple of catches. I think he should be able to take it a quarter now. He should be used to what's going on and what to expect when he's out there.
So after the penalty is assessed, after that delay of game on the kickoff, the Blizzard will have the football at their own 8-yard line.
And he couldn't assess it on the kickoff because they already started.
Right, you started on the goal line. Exactly. Allen and Hardwick come to the near side. Harris starts to the left, now moves to the middle, back to the left. Bicklin is your running back, and Dixon wants to throw from his own end zone. Has time over to Hardwick. Did he catch it? Did he catch it? Then a late hit. Yes, they're going to say he caught a penalty marker down too. This one, I believe, is going to go on Tri-Cities in the secondary, so let's wait and see how this all develops. But right now it goes down as a catch of about 6 yards.
I'm going to say a pass interference on number 8.
Yeah, I think so. And they'll talk things over with the quarterback, Zeke Dixon.
Do you want the catch over there, or do you want to take the penalty?
Blizzard fans, come and enjoy the wide variety of Italian cuisine offered at Luigi's Italian Bistro, located on the east side of Green Bay at 2733 Manitowoc Road. Fans can enjoy either a unique dining-in experience, or for those on the go, Luigi's offers carry-out. We have a wide selection of specialty pizzas, pasta, and paninis, all for all ages, and our zesty menu options are for sure to satisfy any and all Blizzard fans. So come join us at Luigi's Italian Bistro, home of the football pizza. After the penalty, it'll be first down for the Blizzard from the 13-yard line. There's the penalty marker. And suddenly we've got flags all over the joint.
Agua Atifa moved on the play.
False start on Kwa Atifa. And that's a 5-yarder, bringing up first down and 15.
Now here, Atifa was a little banged up last week and wasn't expected to play tonight. Oh, he's out there trying to help the Blizzard win their 3rd home game. About 3rd game of the season, 3rd in a row here at the Resch.
Clock now is running, inside 12 minutes to go. And it's first down and 15. 2 receivers near side, Allen and Hardwick. Harris goes wide to the left. Ficklin is your running back. Now Dixon to throw. Quick out to Hardwick. Spins it upfield, and he got 6 yards back. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Nice move by Hardwick on that play. As soon as he catches the ball, he gives that little bit of a look, and also he bids it right back to the outside and gains another 2 yards in the play.
Unofficially, just the 4th completion for Dixon tonight. 2nd catch for Hardwick for 34 yards. And it's 2nd down and 9.
I got to see Harris get a catch here somewhere to kind of boost up his confidence a little bit. And also confidence in the quarterback that he can be counted on to catch a pass.
Allen and Hardwick go wide left. It'll be Harris in motion to the near side. Dixon to throw again. 7-step drop. Has plenty of time. Near side for Allen. Just out of his reach. You got to hook up on that play.
Slow developing pattern of the play. Allen coming from one side and Harris coming from the other side. They both cross at about the 23 or 27-yard line. Overthrown on the play.
All right, a big 3rd down opportunity here for both teams. Either way you want to look at it, big 3rd down offensively for Green Bay. And Tri-City is trying to get a stop here and swing it back in their favor. Remember, they started with the football, and the Blizzard will have it to begin the 2nd half. Allen goes wide left. Here's the intended target on that last play. Hardwick is the man in motion. He'll go to the left, and now here we go, 3rd down and 9. Dixon over the middle, caught, nice play, 1st down. Hardwick goes high to get it, rumbles to the 23.
Well, I like Hardwick in the play. Why? Because he's got, it seems like, the more of the quickness out of the 3 receivers that are on the field. I mean, Allen and Harris are great, tall receivers, but they have that long stride. Hardwick, when he comes off the line of scrimmage, he forces that defense to back up.
And he's got the sure hands. He had a man all over him. The coverage wasn't that bad. And he's got the sure hands on, defending on the play, I believe, was Emery Beckles.
And speaking of Hardwick, he's on the ground right now.
Well, great. Just as we praise him and tell him about the great hands, and you like him on the play, Hardwick is injured on the play. We'll take a break. 9:42 to go, 1st half. The Blizzard leads 7-6. They just picked up a 1st down. We'll have more Blizzard football next on Sports Radio 107.5 and 1400 The Fan.
The Fan!
American, the big store with more big TVs than anyone else. HD TVs, LCDs, DLPs, plasmas, and projectors. Choose from their incredibly big selection at their famously small prices. Every TV at American is guaranteed at the low price every single day. And American has over 100 flat panel TVs on display. Plus, American has the big brands you want. Sony Bravia, Toshiba, Pioneer, JVC, Hitachi, Samsung, LG, Mitsubishi, and more. Selection, expert advice, and the low price at American, where big TVs are a big deal. And when it comes to digital imaging, nobody's better than American. You'll find an unbeatable display of digital cameras and camcorders, all at the low price guaranteed. And American has the top brands you're looking for. Olympus, Sony, Nikon, Canon, Kodak, and more. Plus, American has everything you need to go along with your camera with a huge selection of photo printers and accessories. American, the Fox Valley's electronics headquarters, with a great selection, real service, and a low price guaranteed. That's American.
Now back to Blizzard football on Sports Radio 107.5 and 1400 The Fan.
Hardwick is off the field. We're set to go. Swing it left side for Allen. Couple of tackles. Breaks through, then stifled at about the 17-yard line on a nice hit. Brian Gordon coming up, the linebacker, to make the play.
Wide receiver screen that was set out there, but it was a great block by Gerald Harris that allowed that play to happen. They throw it out right to the receiver. Harris comes up, blocks out the corner, allowing Allen to get upfield. I think maybe 6 yards on the play.
Donaldson into the ball game now for Green Bay to take the place of Hardwick, who was injured 2 plays ago. 2nd down and 5, Green Bay from the 17-yard line of Tri-Cities. Dixon, they fake the pass and they give it to Allen. Is that Allen over there? Now pushing and shoving. No, I make that Ficklin.
That Ficklin was the ball carrier. Was Ficklin.
Yeah, okay, they give the quick hand. I tell you what, Dixon pulled off a pretty good fake. I was, where's the wall?
That was a nice play. They got to be
the Ficklin. He got inside the 15, down to about the 13, then pushing and shoving with Donaldson afterwards. It'll be 3rd down and short from the 14-yard line.
3rd and short. I've got to be happy that Ficklin's back on the squad. He brings so much to the table.
3 carries, 17 yards for Ficklin. See if they give it to him on 3rd down and short. No, they're going to throw. And it's caught down at the 6-yard line. Gerald Harris picks it up. They're going to mark him at the 5. That's a 1st down. And that's Harris's first catch
And he gets around.
Back in the uniform of the Green Bay Blizzard.
And the crowd gives him a round of applause and, hey, we're happy you caught one. But, again, they do not give the ball in Ficklin on that play. Why? Because it's a good thing they didn't have a blitzing linebacker come flying up in there. Ficklin took up the block, allowing Dixon to make that throw.
Nice drive by the Blizzard being put together here, trying to counter that touchdown by Tri-Cities. Allen goes wide left, Donaldson to the near side. Harris will be the man in motion, swinging to the near side. And Dixon rolling out to his left, wants to run, tucks it, got a nice block, and he's out at about the 1 yard line. That was a nice block by Kwa Atifia. But Dixon couldn't get it in, but Kwa Atifia providing the block out front.
That looked like was just a roll option. He fakes it and then rolls out to his left, and he's got a blocker in front of him, but he tries to go up there and then dips it back out to the outside. Good coverage by number 3. Masters comes across and holds him at the 1 yard line. Matter of fact, you can't go down. I mean, Masters is down. You can't be knocked out by the quarterback.
All right, timeout on the field. 7:06 to go first half. Green Bay on top, 7-6. They have the ball. Second and goal from the 1 yard line when we come back with Blizzard football on the Fan.
The Fan.
More is better than less. And with all-in-one from Time Warner Cable, more is exactly what you get for a lot less than you'd expect. You get more channels of digital cable than you ever imagined, over 200 of them, plus on demand. So you can watch what you want when you want. And blazing fast Roadrunner high-speed online with a connection that's always ready for action. So you can surf more sites in less time than ever before. You still want more? Okay. How about unlimited calling to anywhere in the U.S. and Canada and Puerto Rico? All-in-one from Time Warner Cable gives you it all. Digital cable, Roadrunner high-speed online, and digital phone service. All on one bill, all from one company, all for one great price. Who could ask for more?
With Time Warner Cable, you get more and you save more. Get all-in-one with digital access for only $99.95 a month for 3 months. Call us today. 1-800-236-1704. Time Warner Cable, the power of you.
Standard service price applies after promotion. Some restrictions apply. Call for details.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble. This is Blizzard football on the Fan.
Formula down on the goal line, and they're going to say he's down. It was Robert Garth that recovered it. Are they saying down by contact Tri-Cities football or down by contact Green Bay football? That looked like a fumble. We'll have to see the replay here. Green Bay tried to go right up the middle with Ficklin, I believe. And it's Ficklin, and it looks like it's going to be a fumble. He tries to go high. Where's the ball? The ball is still on his hip. The ball's on his hip. The ball is out. Garth rips it right out of his hand, falls on it. It doesn't look like anybody touches him. And the Green Bay Blizzard did a break. That looked like it was a fumble and should be Tri-Cities football. Third down and goal from the 1 yard line. Dixon back under center. Takes it, moves to his right 1 step, leans in. Do they have a touchdown? No call yet. No call. No touchdown.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say he only gained maybe a half a foot, if that, on the play. But, you know, why not just go ahead and blow him off the line of scrimmage and just slide right in? I run the same play one more time.
He took a step back, then tried to go right side. The Blizzard have to capitalize on this. It looked like that was a Quad Cities fumble recovery, but Green Bay trying to take advantage of a break here. We have a Tri-Cities timeout. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more Blizzard football here on The Fan.
The Fan! Hi, Jay and Dave from Legends Brewhouse and Eatery, inviting you to our Howard, De Pere, and Ashwaubenon locations.
Our commitment to excellence has earned Legends a reputation as the area's finest family dining experience. Everyone will enjoy our warm, relaxing atmosphere, clean air, and awesome food at any of our Legends locations.
Try our famous barbecue ribs, so tangy, tender, and tasty, guaranteed to be the best in town.
Hola, my friends. This is Jeremy Brown, and I would personally like to invite you to come down and try Caliente Mexican Restaurant of East De Pere. We're located at 623 George Street, and that's only about 3 blocks from the river. So every Tuesday and Thursday, I've got $3 12-ounce margaritas, or now we have a supersized Fiesta Margarita, which is over 24 ounces, and I'm only selling it for $6. So if you like great Mexican food, great margaritas, at all great prices, good times and good friends, well, I'll see you soon at Caliente.
Legends Brewhouse and Eatery, where quality and quantity are legendary.
Fan.
Back at U.S. Cellular Field at the Rest Center, Johnny Gray and rookie alongside, 6:17 to go in the first half. Blizzard on top 7-6. They're knocking on the door. Huge play right here, Johnny. 4th down and inches from inside the 1-yard line.
Oh, it's a great play. I'm sure they got designed right here. I'm going to say give it to the quarterback. Don't even stutter step. As soon as the ball is hiked, just lean forward. The offensive line is going to blow him out. He only has to cross the line of scrimmage or cross that line, and the referee's going to give it to him.
You got to believe that you should be able to fall forward about 6 inches. It's sometimes when you take that step back, though, and you try to go to the right side, that gives the defense an opportunity here.
I agree.
Here we go, 4th down and goal from the several-inch line, and it's going to be Dixon moving to his left, lowers the head like a battering ram, in for a touchdown.
That's why I'm not the offensive coordinator on that play. That's the last thing I want to do is get the quarterback to start running around with the football, but yet they do. They run a fake step. He steps back, allows the blocker to come out on the edge, and he's able to slide right on through.
And that is the second touchdown of the night for Zeke Dixon from a yard out. And the Green Bay Blizzard extend the lead 13-6. Forsstrom to try the point after. Here's the snap. It's good. The hole is down. The kick is up. It's good. And the Blizzard lead it 14-6. And a nice drive by the Green Bay Blizzard. Aided out, Johnny, a little bit by help on what I think is a little bit of a controversial potential fumble down there at the goal line. They may have called forward progress, but to me it looked like Robert Garth came in and stole that ball away from Ficklin.
I agree with you, Rick. I thought he never had control of the ball. I thought
it was like down on the hip.
Yep, he never had control.
But nonetheless, the Green Bay Blizzard take advantage of the break and extend the lead by 8, 14-6 with 5:24 to go here in the first half. Hey, Blizzard fans, come into Los Banditos, located on the west and east side of Green Bay, and enjoy our great Mexican cuisine. We have a great Blizzard game night special that offers free house margaritas or tap beer when you come in and cash in your ticket stub on game days only. So Blizzard fans, after the game, come into Los Banditos and enjoy a complete menu of authentic Mexican food. Well, it's been an entertaining ball game to this point. That first quarter just zipped right on by. Things have slowed down with a couple of injuries here in the second quarter, but the scoring has certainly picked up, Johnny.
Well, it has, and you think that if Harris and Zeke or Dixon could be on the same pace just a little bit quicker, I mean, this game they could be up by maybe 1 or 2 touchdowns more than they are, and really kind of force the Fever into making some mistakes. But where they are right now, Harris did get a catch in that last series, so hopefully he can get back on board.
Beckles back deep to receive for the Fever. Forsstrom has it teed up to our left near goal line. High end over end, but this one's going to be short. Beckles has it 3 yards deep. Has room to the left to the 10, and he spins his way out to the 15, maybe the 16-yard line. Another nice little return by Beckles.
Well, it is.
I'll tell you what, that's one thing that I think is lacking for the Green Bay Blizzard is a good, solid return.
Well, a good, solid return, but I got to give a little bit of, fault for Stephen Carson. He comes running down, and he gets pushed in the back. He goes flying down the field, allowing that gap to open up. That's something like a similar gap we saw to start the game. You got to stay in your lanes. You got to hold your corner.
Tri-Cities down by 8 points, 14-6, have it 1st and 10 from their own 16-yard line. Oh, and we're going to have a stoppage of play here.
That Baker.
Tri-Cities is going to spend their second timeout.
Oh, and they got Baker, pretty big quarterback for him, 6'5", 250 pounds out of Austin Peay. He just kind of towers over everybody out there.
Well, coming into the game tonight, the Blizzard have been able to hold him into check to some extent. As I mentioned before, coming into the game tonight, 102 of 173, completing 59% of his passes. He had 30 touchdown passes on the season entering tonight with only 4 interceptions. compared to Zeke Dixon. This offense for the Blizzard is more methodical. Dixon had completed just 69 of 125 passes, and he had 11 touchdowns and 3 picks. This offense for the Blizzard is not one of those high-octane offenses.
Well, they only average, 31 points a game, and the strong suit is the defense that the Blizzard brings to the table every week.
All right, here we go after the timeout. 1st and 10 for Tri-Cities. Baker wants to throw, has time, downfield. Nice spiral penalty coming up on Green Bay. It's going to be Amati, and that's a pretty good call. He just ran J.R. Thomas right into the boards and had his arms on him the entire way.
And that was the key right there. It wasn't so bad he ran him into the boards, but his arm was out there pushing him into the boards, and the referee saw it, had to throw the flag.
We also have a penalty marker up the field here at the 19-yard line of Tri-Cities. Now that's going to be an illegal defense, I'll bet. There you go. That's the illegal defense on the 19. And the contact. That's Donnie Amati. Remember, we have Ronnie Amati and Donnie Amati here on the Green Bay Blizzard. 5-yard penalty pushes it out to the 21-yard line of Tri-Cities. It is a first down, automatic first down. Garth and Thomas go wide to the right. Beckles comes to the near side. Baker back under center. 1st and 10 from the 21. Zip it out right side to Garth. Got by Amati, broke that one. Harris tries to push him out, and finally they knock him down along with some pads. And again, Robert Garth is just a huge load. They're going to say they got him out at about the 14-yard line of Green Bay. It's about a 15-yard pickup, but Garth is quite the load.
Superman, 6'4", 235 pounds. It was a simple, 1 yard, maybe a 2-yard catch. But he rumbles 5, 10, 15, 20 yards because nobody can bring him down.
And that's only about a half a step drop that Baker takes on that pass.
Good recovery by the reaction by the defensive back, but you got to come up and make the tackle. Put your head down. Tackle on the knees.
1st and 10, Tri-Cities at the 14-yard line of Green Bay. Trips to the near side. Baker, he fumbled the football. One hop picked up. Rumbling toward the end zone is Jason Hardy. Head over heels into the end zone for a touchdown. And the Blizzard are back on the scoreboard. We do have a penalty marker down, though.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's going to go against the Blizzard. I think it got a legal chuck on the line of scrimmage.
But nonetheless, the pressure coming in on Baker knocked the ball free. Hardy on a one hop picked it up and then did a somersault into the end zone. But hold the horses, everyone. It looks like it's coming back.
And I'm wondering if the defensive back on the play came across the line of scrimmage to get that chuck on the slot man.
It was offsides on Green Bay, and this one is coming back.
Okay, watch. If you watch the replay, the defensive back anticipates this. He comes across.
Look at it. He's over by, he is well over by almost 2 yards. Almost 2 yards. I believe that was Stephen Kaysen that came in.
I think so too.
Across the line, and he was well across the line.
I like the aggressive play. Want to get up there and jack up the slot man before he got out in the pattern. But too aggressive, overly aggressive on the play.
That cost the Blizzard 6 points right there. 3:35 to go in the half. 14-6 instead of potentially being 21-6. 14-6, and Tri-City still on the move. We had an officials timeout here to bring the chains up. They were back down at the goal line after what they thought was a Green Bay touchdown. 1st down and 5 from the 9-yard line after the penalty. Baker back under center. Trips to the near side, one lone running back. Long count, Baker finally has it. Near side, hopped it over, and incomplete. Amati, the man in coverage. That was a poor pass, but Baker was starting to feel the pressure from behind.
That he was feeling the pressure. The defensive line did a very good job, of pushing up front, but also the secondary did a decent job. Kaysen got out physical right there in the slot. He was wide open, but Baker had no time to find the open receiver.
2nd down and 5 from the 9-yard line. 14-6, Green Bay on top. The Fever knocking on the door. Inside 3 minutes to go, first half. Baker back under center, barking out the play. Has the snap. 5-step drop, slides to his right, throws for the end zone. Touchdown. and it goes to Robert Garth, the ex-Green Bay Blizzard.
Oh, and he jumps over into the stands. You know, he's getting booed. He thought he was going to get a little love coming back from to Green Bay, and they said, no, get back on the field. Tough pattern. Whenever you're running away from your defender and the quarterback rolls out to that top side, all he had to do was lay it out there, and as big as Garth was, he's able to make the catch and bring it in.
Garth always made the big plays when he was here in Green Bay, and he makes a touchdown there. And here comes the point after. Last one hit the left upright by Virgilio. Here's the snap, the kick, and this one is off the post again to the left, and no good. Virgilio misses them both, and it's a 14-12 ball game with $1:57 on the game clock. Hey, the Sports Corner is offering a deal for Blizzard fans. Fans can take the bus to and from all the home games for $18 for fans who already have tickets, $25 for those who do not have tickets. The price includes a food buffet, rail drinks, beer, and soda before the game and on the bus. The buffet starts at 4:30. The bus leaves the Sports Corner at 6:45. The Sports Corner will offer a keg on the bus and drink specials after the game. Join fellow Blizzard fans at the Sports Corner before and after the games for good food and fun. Sounds like a plan right there. Why not?
Hey, can we get on that trip, on that bus and come over?
Well, Johnny, we got other duties. We have to, I'd love to, but we have other duties here at the Rush Center. And before that, before the bus leaves, 1:57 to go in the first half, 14-12. Now, things will really slow down in the final minute of the half here. But, Johnny, how big would it be if you could milk that clock, get a touchdown here, and then get the ball back to begin the second half?
That'd be huge, and you always bring that up whenever they get a chance to get that ball in the second half. They seem to always have the ball right before they go in the half. So, it's a great opportunity to be able to milk the clock. Ficklen's back. Harris is starting to catch the ball a little bit. The offense has an opportunity to move the ball down the field. They've had some shots. He's got to take advantage of it.
Virgilio will kick off. He's missed both his extra point tries, but this kid's got a strong leg. That last kickoff, Johnny, was more than 3/4 of the way up the net.
And I like to see Donaldson maybe fake to the outside and run something back up the middle.
Here's the kickoff. High end over end. This one's going to be shorter. It's off the bar, bouncing on the turf, picked up, and brought out to the near side to the 5, to the 8-yard line. Amati picking it up after it bounced away from Donaldson. And the Blizzard will have it 1st and 10 from their own 7-yard line with $1.49 on the clock.
And that was Donnie Amati there. Again, as Ricky said, there's twins out here, Ronnie and Donnie. Donnie on that play.
Well, we're going to be right back here at the Rush Center next week as well. Back-to-back home games for the Green Bay Blizzard as they try to even it out at 3-3 tonight here against Tri-Cities. Next week, the Cincinnati Jungle Cats in town. One of those expansion teams in AF2.
Yes.
Here we go. 1:25. Clock is running. Harris goes in motion. Far side. Dixon spins to the near side for Allen. They try to get that wide receiver screen with Atithia blocking away, and it does not go anywhere.
Didn't do a very good job of sustaining the blocks out there. And Shannon Davis did a very good job. Defensive back number 9 came up there and it sniffed his way around and was able to come in there and make the play.
Well, Dixon faked left and then quickly spun around and tried to get Allen to the near side. And that means the clock will wind down to 1 minute. This will be our 1-minute warning. 14-12 Green Bay. They have all 3 timeouts left. Tri-Cities only has 1 timeout left. And Green Bay facing 2nd down and 10 from their own 7-yard line.
How about a cooling cocktail and appetizer on the patio? Visit the Ground Round Grill Bar, located in Highway 43 and East Mason Street today. Sundays, 18 only 99.
20 seconds left on the play clock. Green Bay is yet to break the huddle. 15 on the play clock. They'll get to the line of scrimmage with 10 on the play clock.
We have not seen the deep ball in a while. We may see it here.
Dixon moves Harris in motion to the left and wants to throw for Harris. Got it out to him and caught. Boy, they making the defensive play was Masters, Richard Dodd Masters. He got to Harris about the same time the ball. That could have been a pick 6.
That could have easily gone the other way. But I think I would like to have seen Harris, get those hands out there. You know their defender's right there, ready to make a play. Get those hands out there and suck it in instead of letting it come into your body.
A little wobbly duck there by Dixon, too.
And throw behind him. You're right.
3rd down and 10. Here's Dixon on a little slant for Allen. Nice catch, sheds a tackle, and it looks like he's going to be a little short of the first down.
Hardrick came down there in the slot moving position, and just drove the defense off. I like that quickness he brings out there. And Allen just came down on the slat. Big body, put it up there. Talk about catching the ball with your hands. Look at that.
Right out there, nice catch. He gets sandwiched and then tries to extend that ball out if he could, but he kind of twisted sideways on the tackle, comes up about a yard short. That was a nice play by Emery Beckles to keep him short of the first down. Tri-Cities, I keep saying Quad Cities. Tri-Cities uses their final timeout here, and it's decision time for Green Bay because now they're facing 4th down and a yard from their own 16-yard line. Do you go for it and try to get the first down here, or do you kick it away?
I think you go for it. Last time
I'm with you.
Tried to do that, the ball got blocked. The ball never had a chance to get off the ground. It's just too much of a risk. Go for it.
I do too. I like the idea of going for it here too. From their own 16-yard line, it's 4th down and 1. Do they give it to Ficklin?
Defense up in a bump.
Here's the snap. They're going to throw for it. Lob it out to Ficklin out of the backfield. 25-20. And knocked out of bounds at about the 19-yard line, the 18-yard line. Instead of letting it be a handoff, they swing him out of the backfield. We've seen this play before, Johnny, and it goes for big yardage and a first down.
Oh, talking to Coach Lytle on Wednesday, he said how we missed having Ficklin back. Well, they got him back tonight, and they're utilizing him. Look at that. Great play out of the backfield.
Get that ball into the outside hand, though. It's on the inside. Gar slapped it away. He wound up fumbling it, Ficklin did, but not before he was already pushed out of bounds.
1st and 10 from the 18-yard line of Tri-Cities.
Fever with no timeouts remaining.
3 for Green Bay. Harris goes in motion, far side. Dixon under center, takes the snap. Looking, pump fakes to the left, comes back over the middle. Intercepted on a terrible pass. Allen is going to try to drag down the defender, and oh, wow, that's just awful.
That was a horrible pass. There was nobody open on the play.
And then he just tried to lob it in there. I mean, he doesn't even try to zing it in there. Look, this is wobbly right there. Who wants it? I do. Intercepted by Shannon Davis.
Throw that ball away. You had first down. Just throw it in the stands.
35 seconds left. This is plenty of time for Tri-Cities to A, get into field goal range, and then B, if they want to, go for the end zone. Plenty of time here for Tri-Cities. Baker back under center. 1st and 10 from the 10. Wants to throw. Here's the rush. Get rid of it. Right side into the stands, and it goes incomplete.
Well, one thing about that play, there was nowhere for him to throw the football, so he kind of lobs it out there. It's either going to be a completion or it's going to go over the head of the receiver into the stands. Give your team another chance to move the ball.
Exactly what Dixon needed to do on the last possession. Tyree Young gave the pressure for Green Bay.
And let's give Green Bay credit on that play. Their defense is known to be able to stand up, and that's what they did. Good rush and good coverage by the secondary.
2nd down and 10. Tri-Cities from their own 10-yard line. Baker, quick toss near side, and it's caught for a little catch and run, and Thomas made the play for about 3 yards.
Rookie, they ran a bunch play down here. They had 3 receivers to the bottom side of the screen.
Baker in a hurry-up offense here. 3rd down, they spike the football, and it will be 4th down now with 13 and a half seconds to go.
A lot of pushing and shoving going on out there.
Yeah.
Every play, there's somebody getting pushed around out there.
Well, 13 and a half seconds to go after the spike, and it'll be 4th down. So now, do you kick it if you're Tri-Cities?
Well, it looks like they're going to go for it.
Green Bay still has 3 timeouts.
Garth goes wide right.
Thomas that side. Beckles to the near side. Now Baker wants him back.
They're going deep.
And in motion. And the whistle is blown before the play gets off. And we might have a penalty here on Tri-Cities.
I know, we got Baker, who's 6'5", 250 pounds. He and Jason Hardy, who's 6'3", 290. They've been having words on every play.
Don't know if the play clock expired or not. The whistle blew. I don't see a penalty marker on the ground. Yes, delay a game. The play clock did expire.
Well, if you're the Fever, you just throw the ball up there and just hope for them, hope for the Blizzard to get an interception and then let them have the ball back here at about the 5-10 yard line.
Well, then don't intercept it.
Well, that's good thinking, but,
knock it
that
down.
That could still happen there.
There was a penalty way back here in the Green Bay territory by the official that was looking at the play clock. Here we go, 4th down and long. Baker wants to throw, pump fake, chucks it way up for Garth, and he caught it. Are you kidding me? You got to be there defensively for as good as the Green Bay defense is, but the clock is going to run out. Tri-Cities has no timeout, so they come up with the play, but it doesn't come back to hurt. It does not come back to haunt Green Bay, so they get a break there. But, again, that's another one of those plays. Turn around and knock it down.
Well, just knock it down, but you got a Superman, Garth, going up against Dynamite, who's, 5'11", and Garth, 6'4".
It just seems like a defensive play that could be made and give you some good field position. Maybe I'm just overly optimistic. It's halftime here at the Rush Center, U.S. Cellular Field at the Rush. The Blizzard lead at 14-12. We'll come back with more Green Bay Blizzard football on Sports Radio 107.5 and 1400 The Fan.
The Fan.
Hi, Dan Patrick here for the Made Fresh When You Order Salads at Cousin Subs. I was hoping to do a serious commercial here, but the guys who wrote this had a different approach.
Okay, Dan, give us your best imitation of a cucumber.
I'm sorry, a what?
A cucumber. Just make a noise like one.
Cucumbers don't make noise. Let's be serious. Cousins has plenty of great salads to choose from. And when you order one, you get it made fresh, right on the spot. For a seriously fresh salad made fresh when you order, come to Cousins. Cousin Subs. Better bread, better subs, better salads.
Now back to Blizzard football on Sports Radio 107.5 and 1400 The Fan.
Back here at U.S. Cellular Field at the Rush Center, Johnny Gray and rookie alongside, and we have a Green Bay Blizzard 14-12 lead at the break, and a couple of missed opportunities. The 2 missed extra points by Tri-Cities is shortening them 2 points, but the Green Bay Blizzard, not a good pass by Zeke Dixon just before halftime there when the Blizzard were definitely in scoring range, and it could be a bigger spread with the ball coming back Green Bay's way after the half, Johnny.
Oh, it was. I mean, they had opportunities. We had some drop balls earlier, and we're going to say that with Gerald Harris, he's not, just came back on the team this week. So maybe there's a little bit of your rust there, just not able to be on the same page as Zeke Dixon. So we saw a couple of drops there for opportunities. But, again, on a play down there where we're driving down, less than a minute to go in the game, and it's first down, if you do not have a play. I mean, this is not something that the coach should tell you. This is not something that your teammates should say.
Right.
It should be something that goes off in your head saying, you know what, I'm only going to have 1,001, 1,002. If it's not there, throw it away.
You know that old cliche, you live to fight another day, right?
Yes.
And, and it was just a little lobber that was up for grabs. And, well, we hope they go into halftime. They still have the lead, Green Bay does. We hope they go into halftime and they regroup and they put that last drive out of their mind and they think positive thoughts and come back strong here when the second half begins in about 18 minutes. We have one of those great promotions by the Green Bay Blizzard. Area high schools are out here, and they are doing the tug-of-war challenge, Johnny, and we're going to find out who the strongest high school football team is.
Oh, we do. We got Appleton Xavier, who is the host school, Appleton North, Fox Valley Lutheran, Appleton East, Freedom, Appleton West, and Seymour. In the top half of the bracket, the bottom half, Alcano, the defending champion, against Green Bay Southwest, Bayport, Sevastopol, Green Bay West, De Pere, and Luxembourg Casco. They're all having a chance to move on to the next round and see who's going to face, and as you say, the high school tug-of-war championship to have the traveling trophy.
I was in the Green Bay Blizzard offices earlier this afternoon, and we're all picking a team to see who wins, and I got the first choice, and I said, well, shoot, I'm up in Swamico. Everybody knows I'm a Bayport Pirate. I got season tickets to the football and the basketball. I'm a season ticket holder for Bayport Athletics, so I'm going with Bayport.
You're going with Bayport? Well, I'm going to go with De Pere because they're in that big conference as well. That's my community. I'm going to go with the De Pere Redbirds, see if they pull it off.
All right, it's 14-12 here at the half. Johnny Gray and rookie alongside Andrew Pekarik is our studio engineer. We'll take a break. We'll come back and talk about the first half of play when we return to U.S. Cellular Field at the Resch Center. This is Green Bay Blizzard football on The Fan.
The Fan! Shop the Fan!
Beef. It's what America eats, and it's what we do best here at Piggly Wiggly. Whether you're looking for the freshest ground beef, we grind it several times daily, or a restaurant-quality certified Angus steak, Piggly Wiggly has, in all modesty, the best darn beef in town. And because you're at Piggly Wiggly, you also have a great selection from which to choose. And if we don't have your favorite cut or size on the shelf, just ask, and we'll custom cut just the way you want it. And speaking of choice, Piggly Wiggly is proud to feature America's premier restaurant-quality beef, the original certified Angus beef. A lot of stores are talking Angus this and Angus that. But folks, there's only one certified Angus beef, and it's here at Piggly Wiggly. Well, it's also featured at some of America's finest steakhouses, too, if you want to pay 20 or 25 bucks a pop. But why do that? Head on over to the special certified Angus beef section in the meat department and turn your house into a 5-star steakhouse. Certified Angus beef, only at Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly, shop the Fan!
Hi, Dan Patrick here for the Made Fresh When You Order Salads at Cousin Subs. I was hoping to do a serious commercial here, but the guys who wrote this had a different approach.
Okay, Dan, give us your best imitation of a cucumber.
I'm sorry, a what?
A cucumber. Just make a noise like one.
Cucumbers don't make noise. Let's be serious. Cousins has plenty of great salads to choose from. And when you order one, you get it made fresh, right on the spot. For a seriously fresh salad made fresh when you order, come to Cousins. Cousin Subs. Better bread, better subs, better salads.
Got something special to celebrate? Birthday, anniversary, promotion, bachelor party, girls' getaway weekend. Need a private party room, meeting room, banquet room, catered meals? Need a suite? A room near the pool, whirlpool? Need a good band to listen to? Dance a little? How about a golf getaway? 4 courses within minutes to choose from. Golf packages available. Rafting, anyone? Just minutes up the road on the Wolf River. All this and a chance to get lucky too. Awaits you at the Menominee Casino Bingo Hotel in Kashina, Wisconsin, between Green Bay and Wausau, just 10 miles north of Highway 29, 8 miles north of downtown Shawano. We're more than a casino, much more.
Our hotel's great, you can stay. Bring your friends, come and play.
We have breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Come join us. You're a winner. You love music.
Find it here.
Good times, good friends, and good cheer. You're gonna be an MVP. Where winning comes naturally. Menominee Casino in Kashina.
Now back to Blizzard football on Sports Radio 107.5 and 1400 The Fan.
And welcome back to U.S. Cellular Field at the Resch Center, where the Green Bay Blizzard lead the Tri-Cities Fever by a score of 14-12. Studio engineer Andrew Pekarik, along with Johnny Gray. I'm rookie. Good to have you along on Sports Radio 107.5 and 1400 The Fan. And Johnny, that first quarter, it flew by. That first quarter took maybe 22 minutes. And we had 1 touchdown in that quarter. It just went by. That second quarter, we had more scoring, 3 touchdowns total, a couple of injuries. That second quarter took about 42 minutes to play.
It did go by very quickly. It seemed like once again the Green Bay, they did give up that 1 kickoff coverage for a deep return. But they lucked out. And when they got the ball stripped out, it was able to turn around and move the ball back down the field and get a score. But yeah, it did go by very quickly. You know, nothing. The Fever could not come up with anything on the offensive side of the ball. More of a defensive struggle at first part. But the second quarter, like you said, everybody seemed to start to get to moving, and then it slowed down with the injuries.
All right, 3 other games going on in Arena Football 2. In the fourth quarter, Manchester leads Albany by a score of 37-34. In the third quarter, Fort Wayne on top of Louisville, 28-21. And in the second quarter, it's Rio Grande Valley over Corpus Christi, 28-0 here at the Resch Center. It is a 14-12 Green Bay lead. What did you like about that first half of play by the Green Bay Blizzard?
Well, I like the way the defense came up and played. I mean, we saw them go out there and, give up a couple plays and still fight back. You know, the defense, I guess, is probably the best thing that I've seen for them not to, because we know the offense doesn't do a very good job of moving the ball down the field. We saw that even in the last series where they throw the interception. But the defense, by far, is starting to pick up. We saw the defensive line with Jason Hardy and Tyree Young. Those guys are starting to pick it up a little bit. I would expect a lot more pressure here in the second half. The quarterback does not seem to be a quick of foot. And it seems like the Brian Baker, the 6'5", 250-pound quarterback, it just seems like our defensive line is starting to get to him more, and that from probably the start of the second quarter toward the end of the half. I will look for the Green Bay Blizzard to maybe do another stunt or something on the sideline. The secondary's been playing well, so look for the Blizzard to do that more in the second half.
Well, the Green Bay Blizzard got on the scoreboard first. A 1-yard run by Zeke Dixon. The point after made it 7-0. We went to the second quarter, and it was a 70-yard pass, Baker to Thomas, and the point after was no good as it doinked off the sidebar, the upright, and it was 7-6 in favor of Green Bay. Green Bay countered another 1-yard touchdown run by Zeke Dixon. The point after was good, and that made it 14-6 at that point, and then Tri-Cities able to counter again. And this time it was a 70-yard pass. Brian Baker to the old ex-Green Bay Blizzard Robert Garth from 70 yards out. And the point after again was off the left upright by Virgilio. And it was 14-12 at the half. The Green Bay Blizzard did get the ball down here late in the first half. But as we told you, Zeke Dixon threw an interception. And it was Shannon Davis that was picking that one off. And the Blizzard, it went for naught. And we wind up here 14-12 at the break. But the Green Bay Blizzard will have the football to begin the third quarter. And it's like you said before, Johnny, it seems like somehow at home the Blizzard always manage to get the lead at halftime and then have the ball to begin the second half.
Well, they seem to have a couple of breaks here and there. Again, we saw that opening kickoff return. Oh, my God, these guys are going to, blow the steam off the field. But, again, the defense stood up to the challenge. They was able, like I said, knock the ball out of their arms and was able to, get the game back in the check. And it's been the Blizzard having an opportunity to move up and down the field. If I'm Doug Lytle, I go in at halftime and said, hey, guys, we've had a couple of open passes to Jero Harris. He's just now hopefully getting into a groove. He can start catching balls in the second half. We got to do a better job with Allen and also Harris getting more involved. Long striders, but Hartwig does a very good job of pushing the defense. Defense, backs. The defensive line is getting a lot of pressure up front. Hey, guys, when you feel that the ball's in the air and you have your man covered, by all means, turn around and look for the ball because it will be there. Because I like the defensive line. This is really the strong suit of this football team. But the defensive backs can make this defense even more better. Are a lot tougher if they just turn their head around and make more plays.
Well, I'll tell you what, the defensive line for the Green Bay Blizzard has did a tremendous job of getting pressure on the quarterback in that first half as well. They got to the quarterback Baker a couple of different times. One time they got hit the arm just as the ball was being released, but Baker was able to complete it. But that defensive line of Tyree Young, Jason Hardy, and others have been doing a good job getting their nose dirty and getting pressure on Baker, the quarterback. It's 14-12, halftime here at U.S. Cellular Field at the Rest Center. We'll take a break when we come back. First half statistics. This is Green Bay Blizzard football on Sports Radio 107.5 and 1400 The Fan.
The Fan.
What's your goal? To kick the ball or blast it? Introducing XL Athletic Performance from Bell & Health.
It's like rocket science, only you're the rocket, and it can help any athlete of any skill level.
What's it worth to be quicker, stronger, throw harder, jump higher?
How do you get off the bench and into the game, or take your game to the next level? Welcome to XL Athletic Performance Training, where science and experience factor big into making you play large.
This season, give an XL gift certificate to your athlete and watch them have the season of their lives. Call 920-430-4722 or visit xlplaylarge.com. Man, that girl can fly. Can you?
XL from Bell & Health. Play large.
Okay, let's shake hands and come out swinging.
You know, I've been thinking, what do you say you come over to my corner and we just talk this out? Share our innermost feelings.
Looks like someone missed snack time.
Get back to your senses with McDonald's all-new Honey Mustard Snack Wrap. The snack wrap you love now comes grilled to perfection with tender all-white chicken breast meat topped with a sweet and sassy honey mustard sauce. At participating McDonald's.
Now back to Blizzard Football on Sports Radio 107.5 and 1400 The Fan.
Cellular Field at the Rest Center. Johnny Gray and rookie alongside as the tug-of-war competition continues on. We try to find the strongest high school football team in the area, and I think we have a crosstown rivalry going on here, Johnny. I think we have Appleton North and Appleton East doing battle here now. Bragging rights of Appleton going on the tug-of-war competition right now.
I want to know how your Bayport Pirates did up.
They had, in the last round, they had the high school that they were going to on the ropes, and then the other team was able to swing momentum and Bayport went out. So I did not win the tug-of-war challenge here tonight at the Rest Center, but nonetheless I'll keep supporting the Bayport Pirates. What do you think? All right, first half statistics here. 14-12 Green Bay on top of Tri-Cities. Each team had 7 first downs in that first half. 8 rushes for 22 yards for Green Bay, 1 rush for no yards for Tri-Cities. Zeke Dixon completed 10 out of 20 passes and 1 interception, no touchdowns. Good for 107 yards. Brian Baker, 11 of 19 with 1 interception and 116 yards of passing offense. He also threw for 2 touchdowns. Green Bay ran 28 plays for 129 yards. Tri-Cities ran 20 plays for 116 yards. Penalties in that first half, 3 for each team for 15 yards. Green Bay had the ball for 17 minutes and 30 seconds. Tri-Cities had the ball for 12 minutes and 30 seconds. Individually, taking a look at things, Zeke Dixon, 10 of 20, 1 interception, no touchdowns, 107 yards and a long of 22. Receiving, Kellen Allen had 5 for 40 yards. Nate Hardwick had 3 for 42 yards. Antonio Ficklin had 1 for 16, and Gerald Harris had 1 for 9. Rushing, Antonio Ficklin had 4 for 16 yards, and Zeke Dixon had 4 for 6 yards. For the Tri-Cities Fever, Brian Baker, 11 of 19, 1 interception, 2 touchdowns, 116 yards, a long of 28. Robert Garth had 5 catches, 68 yards, 1 touchdown. J.R. Thomas, 3 catches, 25 yards and a touchdown. George Carter, 2 catches for 10 yards, and Brian Baker, they say, had 1 catch for 13 yards. I don't recall the quarterback catching one. Matt Walters, 1 rush for no yards, and those are your statistics. Again, the scoring summary: Zeke Dixon, a 1-yard run. The point after was good. That capped off a 5-play, 36-yard drive, 7-0 Green Bay. Tri-Cities got on the board, 13:20 to go in the second quarter. J.R. Thomas, a 14-yard pass from Brian Baker. The kick no good. That was a 2-play, 21-yard drive, 52 seconds, 7-6 Green Bay. Green Bay counters with a nice 7-minute drive. Zeke Dixon, a 1-yard touchdown run, point after good. Made it 14-6. That was a 10-play, 47-yard drive. And then Robert Garth, just before halftime, 2:40 left on the clock, a 9-yard pass from Baker. The kick no good. 14-12, a 3-play, 34-yard drive that consumed 3 minutes and 34 seconds. So that is where we stand. It is 14-12 in favor of Green Bay. We'll take a break. When we come back, more Green Bay Blizzard football here on Sports Radio 107.5 and 1400 The Fan.
Got something special to celebrate? Birthday, anniversary, promotion, bachelor party, girls' getaway weekend. Need a private party room, meeting room, banquet room, catered meals? Need a suite? A room near the pool, whirlpool? Need a good band to listen to? Dance a little? How about a golf getaway? 4 courses within minutes to choose from. Golf packages available. Rafting, anyone? Just minutes up the road on the Wolf River. All this and a chance to get lucky too. Awaits you at the Menominee Casino Bingo Hotel in Kashina, Wisconsin, between Green Bay and Wausau, just 10 miles north of Highway 29, 8 miles north of downtown Shawano. We're more than a casino, much more.
Our hotel's great. You can stay. Bring your friends. Come and play.
We have breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Come join us. You're a winner. You love music.
5 find it here.
Good times, good friends, and good cheer. You're gonna be an MVP. Where winning comes naturally. Menominee Casino in Kashina.
The Green Bay Blizzard is back in action on Friday, May 18th at 7:30 as they play host to the Cincinnati Jungle Cats. Catch all the exciting action of arena football on U.S. Cellular Field at the Rest Center. And guess who will be making a special appearance? Green Bay Packers head coach Mike McCarthy will be the honorary captain. Come see Coach McCarthy and everyone's favorite mascot, Bruiser, as U.S. Cellular presents the second annual graduating class of Bruiser's Reading Club and School Night. Get your Green Bay Blizzard tickets today by calling TicketStar at 800-895-0071. You don't want to miss a moment of the heart-stopping, bone-crushing action of arena football. Tickets start at only $7, so call TicketStar today at 800-895-0071 or pick them up at the Rest Center box office. Green Bay Blizzard Football, sponsored by Daniil Wall. Affordable family fun.
The Fan.
The Green Bay Blizzard is back in action on Friday, May 18th at 7.
Back here at U.S. Cellular Field at the Rest Center, Johnny Gray and rookie alongside 14-12. Green Bay on top of Tri-Cities. We're doing that little Blizzard throw your football onto the field thing, and the lengthy halftime is about to come to an end here before too long, and we'll get back to football. Hey, the Ground Round Grill and Bar is the perfect place for great food and fun. Enjoy a delicious variety of steaks, seafood, salads, pastas, sandwiches, and wraps. How about a cooling cocktail or an appetizer on the patio? Visit the Ground Round Grill and Bar located at Highway 43 and East Mason Street today. Sundays, kids eat for only 99 cents. We'll take a break. Second half action is next. Green Bay Blizzard football on The Fan.
The Fan! Fox Communities Credit Union.
We have a line for you, you need to understand.
We have a line for you. Yes, you can.
$5.99 closing costs ends April 30th at Fox Communities Credit Union. Closing costs on home loans are just $5.99. That's up to $600 in savings. At Fox Communities Credit Union, we make home loans easy, even for the first-time home buyer. You can get pre-approved with our online mortgage center, and we have 19 mortgage lenders at 15 locations from Green Bay to Oshkosh. Plus, we have many options to choose from, such as fixed, adjustable, balloons, bi-weekly payments, and special first-time home buyer loans. Don't miss this opportunity. $5.99 closing costs ends April 30th at Fox Communities Credit Union, saving you up to $600, helping you feel smart about your money. Some restrictions may apply. Application must be taken by April 30th and loan must close by May 31st.
Fox Communities Credit Union. We have a line for you.
Yes, you can.
This is Blizzard Football on The Fan.
Green Bay Blizzard football, Sports Radio 107.5 and 1400. The Fan, WDUZ FM Brilliant Green Bay, WDUZ AM Green Bay, Cumulus Media Stations. Johnny Gray and rookie back here at U.S. Cellular Field at the Rest Center. Blizzard on top by a score of 14-12. Trying to get to that 500 mark on the season there. 2-0 here at the U.S. Cellular Field. 0-3 on the road. They'll be back here at the Rush next week when they take on the Cincinnati Jungle Cats on Friday night. We'll have the game for you here on the Fan 720 pregame show. 7:35 kickoff. All right, the whole tug of war is over. I don't know who won. I didn't see the high school that won, but we are set to go for a little bit of football. Virgilio to kick off for Tri-Cities. Green Bay receiving to our right, from our right to your left on the radio dial, and Tri-Cities left to right. It'll be Danny Donaldson back deep to receive for Green Bay. Up by 2, they'll try to extend it on this opening drive here in the third quarter, and we've got the A-OK. And here's the kickoff, high, end over end. This one's off the netting. Donaldson fields it on the hop, and they're going to say touchback.
One of the things that stood out last year for the Green Bay Blizzard that was their return.
Luke Leverson and guys like that could really return the ball well.
Yes, they did. And they're able to get the ball out and make something happen, push the ball down the field. This seems to be one area of the team that just has not started to develop yet.
Nope. The special teams here, the kick return has been subpar for the Green Bay Blizzard this season. Touchback puts it at the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Green Bay from their own 5 as we open up third quarter play. Allen and Hardwick go wide right. Harris to the near side. Now Hardwick swings in motion, and he'll go back to his right. Ficklin is the running back. Dixon, 3-step drop. Got it to Harris. It was nearly picked by Beckles, and I think Dixon felt some pressure there, and that was a close call, but it is a reception for the Green Bay Blizzard.
Well, a nice reverse of what we saw in the first half. Why? Because Harris dropped the first 2 balls that were thrown to him. This one,
that ball was deflected at the line of scrimmage. It changed pattern on Harris, and it could have been picked, but Harris makes a nice catch.
He does.
Picking up 8 yards on the play, 2nd down and 2.
So now he's 1 for 1 in the second half.
Harrison motion near side. Hardwick and Allen, and they'll lob it out of the backfield to Ficklin at the 15. Nice little dance move out to the 20 and a 1st down. Boy, Ficklin's got nimble feet for a big guy.
He does. Masters came up and tried to grab him around his thighs, but Ficklin's got those huge thighs. He had nothing to grab onto.
Here's just a little floater out of the backfield, almost like a naked screen, to the running back. He didn't have any blockers out in front of him. It's like, we're going to let everybody come through. We're going to lob the ball to you, and then you're going to do the work on your own. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Wide receiver to the right, 2 to the near side. Dixon has it. 7-step drop. Plenty of time. Right side batted down at the line of scrimmage.
Slow moving patterns down the field. Allen came down and just kind of bend inside, ran that banana route to the corner, but nowhere to throw the football.
Had plenty of time, the offensive line providing that protection, but just could not find anybody. Going up to knock it down, I believe, was Malcolm Stewart, 340 pounds, 6'6", out of Washington State. 2nd and 10, Green Bay from their own 20-yard line. 2 to the near side. Harris motion right. Dixon pump fakes right now, lobs it down. Harris got held up, but there's no penalty marker.
And why not? The coaches over there say, hey, where's the flag on the play? He held up my receiver right there on the sidelines and didn't allow him to get down the field.
It looked like Harris got held up on the sidelines. It's not going to be in view on our replay. And then Dixon tried to lob it downfield on the pump fake. The defender had bitten on the play.
And offensive coordinator, Kerry Brown, said, hey, wait a minute. Hey, you held up my man. It should have been a flag on the play. It should have been 1st down.
3rd down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Allen and Hardwick to the near side. Harrison motion near side. Ficklin in the backfield. Dixon to pass. 5-step drop near side for Harris. Just out of his reach. It goes incomplete. Shannon Davis, the man on coverage. And again, that combination is just off. It is not clicking.
Not at all. Just off by a yard and a half.
The Blizzard are going for it. Doug Lytle was just signaling on the bench, go for it, go for it. 11:30 left in the third quarter. Clock is running, and a big play here. Momentum could swing in favor of Tri-Cities if they hold. Dixon directing traffic. It'll be Allen, the man in motion this time. And the snap. Dixon has time to throw. Now flushed out of the pocket. Near side penalty marker down. Lob it downfield for Allen. Contact. No catch. And incomplete. And a penalty marker down at the 21-yard line of Green Bay. Let's see what this one is all about. One referee looks like he's almost grabbing his face mask. Nope, it's illegal defense. That's a huge play. Huge play because that's an automatic first down for the Blizzard. That's a big play. We've seen that happen to Green Bay where they've made stops only to have the illegal defense called on them. And this time they got to take advantage of it.
Well, they got a break, though. But, Ricky, they just can't seem to get on page. You get all kinds of time to throw the football, but there's nobody open down the field. They got to come up with run some crossing patterns. They got to do something underneath, run some drag patterns. They got to find some way to get those receivers open downfield or run quicker reacting plays and get these guys the ball so they can do something against the defender.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen this offense operate at 100% efficiency so far for the Blizzard, and it's certainly not doing it tonight. Antonio Ficklin is down on one knee in front of the Blizzard bench. I don't know what's
going on there. He appears to be okay. And he'll strap the lid back on and stay in the ball game. Don't know if he was just winded or lost his wind, had it knocked out of him or what. But we're set to go. 11 minutes left in the third quarter. Opening drive of the second half. The Blizzard with the ball at midfield and up by a deuce at 14-12. They just got a first down on an illegal defense penalty on Tri-Cities. Danny Donaldson checks back into the ball game now. Dixon barking out the play, has the snap, drops back deep, throws for Donaldson. Open touchdown! And a penalty on the play. This is going to be a late hit, I believe. But Donaldson with the touchdown from 25 yards out, and the Blizzard extend the lead.
What did we just talk about? What did we just say? They need to come up with some quicker reacting plays to get somebody to move the ball down the field. The plays are just developing too slow. So what happens? Donaldson comes into play, runs in motion, runs down, and just runs away from the defender. Easy throw, easy catch, touchdown.
After the play, personal foul number 9 on the defense.
Yep, that's a personal foul.
Or Shannon Davis was beat so bad on the play, he was so ticked, he just body slammed Donaldson right into the pad.
And that'll be enforced after the kickoff. Forced him to try the extra point. That's also what happens when you get a quarterback and a receiver, Donaldson, that have played together and they're on the same page and got that good rapport. High snap, hauled down, 2-point conversion is tumbling in. Are they going to say yes? They do.
Yeah, because he didn't land on the ground.
He landed on a player.
Yes, and rolled into the end. He had the smarts, the whereabouts, and hey, I'm going to keep on rolling, and he falls into the end zone for a touchdown.
Gaduli, the backup quarterback, takes it in for the 2-point conversion. The Blizzard lead 22-12. We're coming back with more Blizzard football on The Fan.
The Fan. American, the big store with more big TVs than anyone else. HD TVs, LCDs, DLPs, plasmas, and projectors. Choose from their incredibly big selection at their famously small prices. Every TV at American is guaranteed at the low price every single day. And American has over 100 flat panel TVs on display. Plus, American has the big brands you want. Sony Bravia, Toshiba, Pioneer, JVC, Hitachi, Samsung, LG, Mitsubishi, and more. Selection, expert advice, and the low price at American, where big TVs are a big deal. And when it comes to digital imaging, nobody's better than American. You'll find an unbeatable display of digital cameras and camcorders, all at the low price guaranteed. And American has the top brands you're looking for. Olympus, Sony, Nikon, Canon, Kodak, and more. Plus, American has everything you need to go along with your camera with a huge selection of photo printers and accessories. American, the Fox Valley's electronics headquarters, with a great selection, real service, and a low price guaranteed. That's American.
Now back to Blizzard football on Sports Radio 107.5 and 1400 The Fan.
Back at U.S. Cellular Field at the Rest Center, 9:52 to go in the third quarter. Green Bay on top, 22-12. A 25-yard hookup. Zeke Dixon to Danny Donaldson, and the 2-point conversion by backup quarterback Gaduli.
Looks like Mike has won.
Gino Gaduli. Brian Hawk no longer on the team.
No, he's not. He gets traded away.
Hey, Blizzard fans, come and enjoy the wide variety of Italian cuisine offered at Luigi's Italian Bistro, located on the east side of Green Bay at 2733 Manitowoc Road. Fans can either enjoy a unique dining-in experience, or for those of you on the go, Luigi's also offers carry-out. We have a wide selection of specialty pizzas, pasta, and paninis for all ages, and our zesty menu options are sure to satisfy any and all Blizzard fans. So come join us at Luigi's Italian Bistro, home of the football pizza.
When you look at the play by Shannon Davis, he gets a penalty on the play. Now, I'm going to say, and you can correct me on this, rookie, we kick the ball off. He runs it back for a touchdown. Will it not count because there's a penalty that gets assessed on the play?
Well, let's hope that the special teams can make the defensive play here. Here's the high end-over-end kick. It's short, bouncing off the net, picked up by Beckles at the left sideline. He's got some running room. He's out to the 15 and corralled down at the 17, maybe the 18-yard line. Then, as you said, they will mark off the unnecessary roughness penalty on Tri-Cities now. So that nice return is going to be moved back now.
And that was a great play by Donaldson. I mean, we just talked about the play before about having some extra speed on there, some quickness. Well, he's able to get down there and just ran away from the defender. Shannon Davis is beat so bad at the play, they just pushed Donaldson into the wall. Unnecessary, but now they get penalized for it.
I like that return game that they have, the Tri-Cities Fever. This one's going to put the ball back inside the 10-yard line to about the 8-yard line, where Tri-Cities will have it 1st and 10, their first time with the ball here in the second half, down by 10.
No changes on the Fever side.
And Baker goes back to work offensively over the middle on a slant to Garth, shakes away from a tackler, Mondi, and got it inside the 25 to about the 21-yard line. Amadi had him and then got knocked away, and we have an injured Blizzard on the play. Right in front of the Blizzard bench. Not a good tackle by Amadi.
Not a good tackle on the play. You don't want to get, as looking at this game, I don't want to get caught up on the sidelines and get banged up against the boards. I want to go ahead and make that tackle out in the middle of the field and not have to get my ankles or my shoulders twisted over there.
Can't tell who the injured Green Bay Blizzard player was on that play. It happened right in front of the Blizzard bench as well. Players up on their knees.
I thought it might have been Kellen Allen.
That's what I thought, but I didn't, I didn't see him playing defense earlier. I agree with you, Johnny. I didn't see him playing defense earlier, but it could be that I know there's an 8 on it. I think you're right. It is Allen. Kellen Allen injured on the play, and he'll go to the bench.
Snuck in there because normally he's just a wide receiver.
Right.
We have not seen him as a defensive player.
And with the rule changes in Arena Football 2 this year, you don't have to go both ways. 1st and 10, Tri-Cities from the 21-yard line. Baker to throw over to J.R. Thomas near side and tripped up at the 16-yard line.
The Fever's just trying to get something going. They just trying a quick stop, trying to keep the chains moving a little bit. Nothing the defender can do on the play.
They're trying to nickel and dime Green Bay right now. I mean, that last catch by Garth was more of a short pass, but he was able to break a couple of tackles and pick up about another 10 yards after the play. 2nd down and a short 6 for Tri-Cities. Garth goes wide left along with J.R. Thomas. Baker wants to throw pressure on, stumbling, tripping forward, threw it ahead, and Carter couldn't bring it in. Hardy applying the pressure for Green Bay, and that brings up 3rd down and a short 6.
Well, if you haven't noticed already, Jason Hardy is just a high-energy guy. The guy always feels that he should make a sack on every play or be in there on every play. And that time he almost got to him, just as he had Carter in the Baker in the grabs. He throws it away and not able to get the sack.
Well, they had Baker stumbling forward. He wasn't able to set and really get anything on that ball, and it was low, and Carter couldn't bring it in. And it's 3rd down and a short 6 and a timeout by Tri-Cities. We'll break as well. 8:02 to go in the 3rd. Green Bay by 10, 22-12. This is Blizzard football on the Fan.
The Fan! Hi, Jay and Dave from Legends Brewhouse and Eatery, inviting you to our Howard, De Pere, and Ashwaubenon locations.
Our commitment to excellence has earned Legends a reputation as the area's finest family dining experience. Everyone will enjoy our warm, relaxing atmosphere, clean air, and awesome food at any of our Legends locations.
Try our famous barbecue ribs, so tangy, tender, and tasty, guaranteed to be the best in town.
Hola, my friends. This is Jeremy Brown, and I would personally like to invite you to come down and try Caliente Mexican Restaurant of East De Pere. We're located at 623 George Street, and that's only about 3 blocks from the river. So every Tuesday and Thursday, I've got $3 12-ounce margaritas, or now we have a supersized Fiesta Margarita, which is over 24 ounces, and I'm only selling it for $6. So if you like great Mexican food, great margaritas, at all great prices, good times and good friends, well, I'll see you soon at Caliente.
Legends Brewhouse and Eatery, where quality and quantity are legendary.
Now back to Blizzard football on Sports Radio 107.5 and 1400 The Fan.
3rd down and 6 for the end zone. Too far, intended for J.R. Thomas, and it's incomplete.
And
That'll bring up 4th down. Garth going at it along the far sidelines with Kaysen. They took a padded wall out at the goal line, bark at each other. That one just out of the reach of J.R. Thomas, incomplete. And it's 4th down and 6 for Tri-Cities.
Nothing special on that play. Thomas just came down and broke it to the inside, just unable to complete the pass.
Looked like he had a step on the defender, too, but it was out of his reach. Here we go. Baker has the snap. 4th down play. Steps up. Got it to Carter. He dropped it. Amadi was there to put a lick on him, too. I don't think he would have made the first down had he caught the ball anyway, Johnny.
I agree with you. I think he would have put the ball maybe a yard short on the play. Amadi just reacted up very quickly on a crossing pattern and then put a lick on him.
Carter makes that catch. Amadi's right there to pop him. There's no way they make that first down anyways. Ficklin was also in coverage for Green Bay. The Blizzard take it over on downs. They've scored here in the 3rd quarter. They've also gotten a defensive stop. Let's see if they can extend this 10-point lead down to 7:05 to go, and the 3rd clock is running.
Donalds is in. Harris is in.
Harris will go wide right. Danny Donaldson to the near side. Hardwick is in there, too. Allen got hurt on that last defensive series. Dixon high for Hardwick, over his head, incomplete. He was open about the 23-yard line of Tri-Cities, but he had too much on that one. Too tall for Hardwick to go up and get.
That's okay. I can see this play coming back in the very next play. Hardwick runs the same pattern, except for he goes a stop and a goal. Hardwick and Donaldson possess so much more quickness than does Allen and Harris.
This is one of those series, though, that you just like to ram it down their throat and extend that, 2-score lead. It's only a 10-pointer to a 3-score lead if possible. Swinging out right side, wide receiver screen. Hardwick has some running room. 20-25 into Tri-Cities territory. Bumped out at about the 23-yard line. That is a Green Bay first down.
Enough, he just threw it behind a screen, thrown behind the line of scrimmage, and he just had blockers out in front of him. He wasn't able to read the blocks. And a play like that, I would like to see the Harrison there, more the bigger receiver.
Donaldson had a nice block, getting his man to the outside, then down the way was Tifia providing a block as well, opening up the seam, and that was a well-executed wide receiver screen. 1st and 10, 23 of Tri-Cities. They'll hand it out to Ficklin, right side, and he lowers the head down to the 20-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play.
Running some of that clock. You got to throw this in every now and then. Green Bay Blizzard, known probably throughout the league, is probably the most team that would ever run the football as much as they do. But that's a good play.
Hey, Blizzard fans, come into Los Bandidos, located on the west and east side of Green Bay. Enjoy our great Mexican cuisine. We have a great Blizzard game night special that offers free house margaritas or tap beer when you come in and cash in your ticket stub on game days only. Blizzard fans, after the game, come into Los Bandidos and enjoy a complete menu of authentic Mexican food. That's Los Bandidos. Takes it to throw, bounces out of the pocket to the near side, on the run, lobs it ahead. Oh, it's intercepted on another terrible pass by Dixon. Dixon's pass is either poor or Harris stops on the play, Johnny. But again, a pass that you don't need to make. It's just a floater downfield, and you're trying to make nothing out of something, or something out of nothing, I should say. And look at this. Can't step into it. Just lob it down the field. Harris isn't. Harris stopped on the play, and right there it's intercepted by Jamie Hatley.
Just throw it out of the end zone. That's 2 mistakes that Zeke has made tonight. Just uncharacteristic of him, watching him play through the games that we've seen
just
here.
Not good decisions right there. I'm sure Harris is partly to blame for quitting on the route. Swing it near side for Garth. He breaks another tackle. Punched out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. But that'll be a first down for Tri-Cities.
Allen is playing on the defensive side of the ball. There he is out there again. It's still limping. He may be headed to the sidelines on this play. That's a little unusual. I know they said they're going to make some changes this week, and obviously there's one of them.
1st and 10, Tri-Cities. Boy, getting that interception is just going to breathe new life into them. Thomas goes wide to the left. Another receiver that way. Two-step drop. Thomas got it at the 20. He got crushed.
The best tackle that Roddy's made all night long. He just came up, and he did have a small receiver out there, but he just came up there and made a hard, sure tackle.
Ronnie Amati smothers Thomas at the 20. Gain of 5 on the play. 2nd down and 5.
Good reaction, good response.
Thomas wide to the left. Garth to the near side. Beekles this way. Knocked out. Oh, Allen nearly had a pick.
Now, I want to say that Allen is being as a wide receiver linebacker on that play. He just kind of slides out there in the flat, able to read the pattern, jump up in the air, knock it down.
3rd down and 5 for Tri-Cities. Down to 3:10 to go in the 3rd quarter. Carter goes wide left. Thomas and Garth to the near side. And Baker back under center. Bobbled the snap. At one hop right back up to him. He chucks it downfield for Garth, who goes high, and it's knocked away by Kaysen at the goal line.
Oh, Garth had the leverage on him or the height on him, but Kaysen just stayed right there, didn't panic. Just waited till the ball started to come down and was able to get position, inside position on him and knock the ball away.
Baker just lost the grip on that ball. It was a good snap, just butterfingers, and at one hop right back to him. And you're right, Garth was right there, but Kaysen was able to go up and strip it away.
4th down. The crowd is starting to get into it now.
Well, another big play on either side of the football. That goes without saying. Carter comes to the near side. Garth goes wide left. Let's see if they go back to Garth. No, they swing it near side. It's caught by Thomas at the 20-yard line. He got by Amati, and that is a 10-yard gain and a 1st down for Tri-Cities.
Just a tough. He had time to throw the football, and that's that pattern where you drive their defender down and run away from him. And Baker does a great job. He put it right there on the money, and it was a good coverage.
Inside 2 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Green Bay on top, 22-12 here at U.S. Cellular Field at the Resch Center. Johnny Grain, rookie, alongside Tri-Cities on the march right now. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line of Green Bay. Carter to the near side. Thomas in motion wide left. A bobbled snap on the play, and I believe Green Bay has it. And they do. Bobbled snap, the center quarterback exchange. Green Bay recovers, and they take over at their own 21 or 22-yard line.
Gustavus Tyson's in there. He comes out with the football from underneath the pile. We talked about that defensive line. Keep putting pressure. We've seen the ball fumble from the quarterback in the center of the last series.
Green Bay will take over at their own 21-yard line. Do we have a quarterback change? Did I hear Gaduli? Gaduli in at quarterback now for the Green Bay Blizzard. You know, Doug Lytle not afraid to pull the trigger. They're up by 10. You'd think, hey, things are going fine. We're winning the ball game. But Zeke Dixon has made a couple of mistakes, and Gino Gaduli in at quarterback now for the Green Bay Blizzard. Gaduli under center, barking out his first play of the night, surveying the defense. Has the snap. It looked like somebody on the left side flinched, and he'll get rid of it as the pressure was on from the left side.
And imagine that.
Mikhail Fox with the pressure, and Gaduli just zips it up into the crowd. Actually, on the long snap, it looked like somebody moved on the line for Green Bay.
And I'm sure all that whole blocking assignment got screwed up, but you got to like what Gaduli did. He was falling away. Instead of trying to make something out of nothing, he throws the ball away, and as you say, you live another down.
Well, not exactly a great play for Gaduli. Not that it was his fault, but, you know, your first play of the game, and you got a fever up in your face. Gaduli back under center, 2nd down and 10. Here comes the rush again, and they tried to get it to Ficklin, but Ficklin stumbled coming out of the backfield, and it goes incomplete. And it's 3rd down and 10, and that will be our final play of the 3rd quarter. After 3 quarters of play here at U.S. Cellular Field at the Resch Center, it's Green Bay 22, Tri-Cities 12. This is Blizzard football on The Fan.
The Fan.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
We have a line for you, you need to understand.
We have a line for you. Yes, you can.
$5.99 closing costs ends April 30th at Fox Communities Credit Union. Closing costs on home loans are just $5.99. That's up to $600 in savings. At Fox Communities Credit Union, we make home loans easy, even for the first-time home buyer. You can get pre-approved with our online mortgage center, and we have 19 mortgage lenders at 15 locations from Green Bay to Oshkosh. Plus, we have many options to choose from, such as fixed, adjustable, balloons, bi-weekly payments, and special first-time home buyer loans. Don't miss this opportunity. $5.99 closing Closing costs ends April 30th at Fox Communities Credit Union, saving you up to $600, helping you feel smart about your money. Some restrictions may apply. Application must be taken by April 30th and loan must close by May 31st.
Fox Communities Credit Union. We have a line for you. Yes, you can.
Hi, Dan Patrick here for the Made Fresh When You Order Salads at Cousin Subs. I was hoping to do a serious commercial here, but the guys who wrote this had a different approach.
Okay, Dan, give us your best imitation of a cucumber.
I'm sorry, a what?
A cucumber. Just make a noise like one.
Cucumbers don't make noise. Let's be serious. Cousins has plenty of great salads to choose from. And when you order one, you get it made fresh, right on the spot. For a seriously fresh salad made fresh when you order, come to Cousins. Cousin Subs. Better bread, better subs, better salads.
Back here at U.S. Cellular Field at the Rest Center, the Green Bay Blizzard lead by a score of 22-12. Johnny Gray and rookie alongside. Hey, the Sports Corner is offering a great deal for Blizzard fans. Fans can take the bus to and from all the home games for $18 for fans who already have tickets, $25 for those who do not have tickets. The price includes a food buffet, rail drinks, beer, and soda before the game and on the bus. The buffet begins at 4:30. The bus leaves from the Sports Corner at 6:45. And the Sports Corner will offer a keg on the bus and drink specials after the game. Join fellow Blizzard fans at the Sports Corner before and after the games for good food and fun. Green Bay takes over 1st and 10, make the 3rd and 10 from their own 21-yard line as we get set for fourth quarter play. And Gaduli still in at quarterback. It's been 2 uneventful plays so far. And here we go again. Gaduli back to pass. This time he has time. Near side caught. And Allen is going to be short of the first down by about a yard.
Well, it's not bad, though. He's able to come down and got his body in front of the defender. And you're saying maybe about a yard to go, but at least they got some yardage out of that one.
And he put some zip on that ball as well. He didn't goof around trying to get it out there to Allen. Gaduli, 6'4", 225. He played college ball at Cincinnati. The Bearcats, not exactly the biggest name in college football, but that's okay football at Cincinnati. They've played some decent schools. A little bit of experience there. Gaduli on 4th down and short, caught. First down, big 4th down execution. Hardwick made the reception at the 9.
Oh, you got to like what Gaduli did. I mean, he gets underneath the center, and he's got about 4 seconds to go on the play clock. He looks at Hardwick and says, hey, come on, pick it up. You got to go in motion. Hardwick says, no. And then all of a sudden, Gaduli looks up at the clock and says, look, there's 3 seconds. Get going. And he's able to zip the ball out there and get a first down. You got to like the poise that this young man's showing right now.
All right, 1st and 10, Green Bay at the 14-yard line. Hardwick and Allen to the near side. Donaldson wide left. Gaduli under center. We're going to have a penalty. Donaldson started too soon. That'll be a 5-yarder on Green Bay.
And I would think this would be not used to that snap count, that voice infraction type thing. These guys are going to take a few minutes to kind of get in the groove with Gaduli.
All right, 1st down and 15 back to the just inside the 20-yard line. I don't want to see them going backwards, though, Johnny. You got something going here. 10-point lead. Stretch it out. 22-12. Green Bay, 13 and a half to go in the ball game. Play clock down to 10. Long time in the huddle. Donaldson goes wide left. Hardwick and Allen to the near side. Gaduli back under center. Has the snap. Looking right. Steps up in the pocket. It's bounced way up in the air. This is going to be intercepted by Tri-Cities. You saw that one coming. As soon as that ball went way up in the air, and he got picked up by Emery Beckles.
Oh, is it with that ball? Did he get kicked in the air?
Now watch now. He hit the receiver. Boom. Right there with one hand. Hardwick tried to stick the left hand out. That went way. It's like a volleyball play. And you can't blame the big guy making the play. Trying to is Greg Barnum. He's up there trying to get his hand in there. But you know what you got to do if you're the big guy? You got to blow up that guy that's going up for the pick.
Absolutely.
You got to blow him up. It's up in the air. Just take him out, wipe him out. You're a big guy. You're not going to catch the ball. You can't get up there. You don't have any leapers. You got to blow up the guy. And Tri-Cities gets the interception. Quick pass. It's caught by J.R. Thomas out across the 20 to about the 22-yard line. And a nice gain by Tri-Cities on 1st down. Brings up 2nd down and 3.
I mean, look on these plays that Tri-City's been running over the last quarter and a half now. They're just those short patterns. You said chain movers, but they're challenging these defenders to start slowly creeping up on them and then look for the big play.
You know, every time Green Bay has an opportunity to maybe put this game out of reach, something goes wrong. Pass near side, they were not on the same page. Garth going straight down the sidelines, and Baker trying to throw it kind of on an out to him, Johnny.
I'll tell you what, at the end of this game, I think both teams are going to sit in that clubhouse and say, look at the opportunities that we had.
Yeah.
Look at the mental mistakes that we're having tonight. Nobody's on the same page.
This has not been a very well-played game offensively by either team. Third down and 3, Tri-Cities from their own 22-yard line. Garth in motion near side. Baker back under center looking this way. Garth lost it through his hands out of play. It'll be 4th down.
Same plays they ran before, but this time Garth does turn around. The ball is thrown high, a ball that he should have caught.
That's a catch he usually makes, too. He made those plenty of times here in Green Bay. Right there, it's a little behind him, but still he got both hands on it and should be able to make that catch. Instead, it turns out to be a souvenir for somebody in the front row. Down by 10 and 11:20 to go in the ball game. Tri-Cities will go for it on 4th down and 3. Very manageable. Here comes the pressure, and it's incomplete. Great pressure up the middle again by the defense. Making the play, Lothy and Tyree Young. And that forced Baker to throw the ball off balance. J.R. Thomas couldn't dig it out of the dirt. And the defense stands again for Green Bay.
Oh, yes, they do. And you just mentioned Young going through there, just putting the pressure on, forcing Baker to throw the ball away.
All right, timeout on the field. 11:09 to go in the ball game. We'll take a break as well. Green Bay has the football, leading 22-12 when we come back on The Fan.
The Fan.
Shop the pig.
Beef. It's what America eats, and it's what we do best here at Piggly Wiggly. Whether you're looking for the freshest ground beef, we grind it several times daily, or a restaurant-quality certified Angus steak, Piggly Wiggly has, in all modesty, the best darn beef in town. And because you're at Piggly Wiggly, you also have a great selection from which to choose. And if we don't have your favorite cut or size on the shelf, just ask, and we'll custom cut just the way you want it. And speaking of choice, Piggly Wiggly is proud to feature America's premier restaurant-quality beef, the original certified Angus beef. A lot of stores are talking Angus this and Angus that. But folks, there's only one certified Angus beef, and it's here at Piggly Wiggly. Well, it's also featured at some of America's finest steakhouses, too, if you want to pay $20 or $25 a pop. But why do that? Head on over to the special certified Angus beef section in the meat department and turn your house into a 5-star steakhouse. Certified Angus beef, only at Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly. Shop the pig.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble. This is Blizzard Football on The Fan.
At U.S. Cellular Field at the Rest Center. Johnny Grain, rookie alongside. 11:09 to go in the game. 22-12 Green Bay leads, and they have the football 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. The Ground Round Grill and Bar located at Highway 43 at East Mason Street, the place to go for delicious food in a fun-filled atmosphere. You can even watch your favorite TV show on your own private flat screen TV or eat outside on the patio. Make plans for the Ground Round today, where there is something for everyone. Green Bay trying to deliver the knockout punch here. They've had a couple of opportunities to do it, but have not been able to connect.
Cadule still at quarterback.
Yeah, he's going to go the rest of the way. Swing it out. Hardwick, wide receiver screen. He was able to pick up about 4 on the play before rubbed out of bounds at about the 19-yard line.
You know, and if I'm Aqua Atifa, I'm going up to Hardwick and say, hey, buddy, you get that little bit of an outside fake and then bend it back behind me. Follow me, and I'll take you to the end zone.
Gain of 3 on the play, 2nd down and 7. A little clock and a touchdown here would go a long way for the Green Bay Blizzard, who have yet to lose at home here at the Rest Center. Now we got another injured player. Boy, we've had a couple of those tonight.
Well, it's Kellen Allen. I mean, he's had his problems tonight.
He's been nicked up 2 or 3 times. This is for sure his 2nd time nicked up, and it might be his 3rd time nicked up, and he goes from his knees down to the ground, and they're going to stretch him out. I mean, is this cramping or what? They're stretching him forward, Johnny, like it might be cramping.
Cramping or lower back. I mean, we saw him.
Well, he's holding the underside of his right leg like it might be a hammy or something.
You know, playing out here, and I talked to Brian Noble here a couple weeks back, and he said, John, this is just, it's a physical game. I mean, you're out here pounding on this. You're getting pushed around into the walls. You're getting stuck in awkward positions. And you see just about after the first quarter, that's when you start seeing a lot of them more, and the time starts going on. Guys are getting injured, bumped up and bruised.
And the artificial turf isn't exactly the best either.
Not at all.
You know, it's like playing on concrete with a little padding on it. Here we go, 2nd down and 7. Green Bay from the 19-yard line of Tri-Cities. Gaduli under center, barking out to play, wants to throw. 3-step drop, zips it for the end zone, incomplete, intended for Hardwick. Hardwick wanted a flag, does not get it. On the coverage, it was Richard Dodd-Masters.
You know what? I like the play. Hardwick runs down, he drives the defender deep. Gaduli hangs in there, waiting for him to take the break. But Hardwick is slow getting out of the break. If he gets sprints out of his break, he makes his catch. Again, new quarterback, not in the same place with the receiver yet.
All right, 3rd down and 7 for Green Bay from the 19-yard line. 9.5 minutes to go in regulation. 22-12 Green Bay. Donaldson goes in motion to the left. That'll put Trips over on that side. Gaduli back to pass. Good pass protection. Got it zipped and over. Hardwick has it. And he got it down to about the 13, maybe the 14-yard line. It's going to be short of a 1st down. And you got to believe that the Blizzard will go for it on 4th down and short.
I like the word that you use, zip. I mean, that's what Gaduli brings to this team right here in this quarter. I mean, he just literally puts the ball out there on a line, on a rope, and it gets there in a hurry.
4th down and 2. I'm not sure this is a running play here. The last time Gaduli connected on a 4th down pass, he's done it before. Let's see if they go back to the air here. Donaldson wide left, Hardwick and Harris to the near side, and Gaduli will throw. Scramble out of the pocket, though. He's going to try to run for it. Lowers his head. Where do they mark him? That's the question. It's going to be very close. I tell you what, he stuck his head in there and got nasty dirty. It's going to be very close. This is all on the spot of the football. And it looks like it's going to be about the 13-yard line. Are they going to, I think they're going to bring out the chains. They're going to have to take the chains from this near side and take them all the way across the field. They're going to have to get everybody out of the way.
Well, the one official said, you know, move it down. The other guy says, bring it in.
I think he's trying to get the players out of the way so they can bring the chains across the field.
All right. But I tell you what, that
trying to scoot him out of the way.
Gaduli, 6'4", 225 pounds, just put his head down and try to get that 1st down.
Boy, you got to like that, don't you? I mean, he was looking to get nasty. And, you know, when you get over that sidelines, it all depends on where they mark you out. I don't know, Johnny. What do you think?
I'm going to say 1st down.
Are you?
Yep.
There's an awful lot of slack in that chain right now. It's going to be short. It's going to be short by a half a football. And Tri-Cities will take over on downs at their own 13-yard line. Once again, another opportunity for Green Bay to deliver a KO, and they can't get it done. It's a great effort by Gaduli, but it's a great stop. It's a great stop by Emery Beckles, who's been all over the field for Tri-Cities tonight. Beckles has done a good job.
And that he has. But now's the time for the Green Bay Blizzard defense to step it up again. Defensive line put the pressure on.
I mean, Beckles is 5'9", 179, and Gaduli 6'4", 225, and Beckles took him head on and won that battle. 1st and 10, Tri-Cities, pump fake by Baker, trying to go long and overshoots Carter. Stride for stride was Donnie Amati, though Amati did not bite on the pump fake.
I know he did not. He went ahead and ran with him. The bad thing is that number 12, George Carter, he got on the inside of him, but because the defensive line put so much pressure on him, you know, he's unable to make an accurate throw.
2nd down and 10 for Tri-Cities at their own 13-yard line. Clock continues to wind. We're midway through the 4th quarter. It's been a low-scoring affair, 22-12. Again, it's been a tough night for the Green Bay offense, but the defense has been able to make plays, and there's the penalty marker. This is probably going to be encroachment on Green Bay. Sticking his nose in there, Tyree Young.
And you were talking about the score, 22-12. Could this be a new low record for an AFL game? 22-12?
I don't have the record book in front of me, but I can't imagine 12 points is an awful lot. I think Green Bay at one time early on in the Blizzard history, they scored 19 in the game, if I'm not mistaken. It looked like Tyree Young was trying to flinch a little bit, and then you get that big frame of his, 300 pounds moving forward, and he couldn't stop it. And he went into the neutral zone encroachment. 2nd down and 5 for Tri-Cities. Baker back under center. Trips to the near side. Baker flushed out of the pocket to his right. Now sets up, throws back across field, and it's caught by J.R. Thomas, and he'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 4-yard line. As, Baker did a nice job getting away from the pressure and then connecting on a long pass.
Across the field, too. You can show the strength of his arm, coming all the way from one side of the field to the other side of the field, saying that who's on a play here gets turned around. I want to say Ronnie Amani gets turned around on the play, goes back and makes the tap.
About a 31-yard pickup on the play. 1st and goal, Tri-Cities at the 4-yard line of Green Bay. Well, we are going to have ourselves a ball game here. Tri-Cities can score. Baker to throw over the middle. Oh, his man was open, Carter, and he threw it a little behind him, too high and too hard, and it's incomplete.
That just came down and ran a stop. I don't think Carter was expecting that ball either that quick or he lost it somewhere. Didn't think he was going to be the main receiver on the play. He looked surprised when the ball came to him.
He was wide open. Well, this is big here because the Green Bay offense has done nothing here in this 2nd half. I know they got a touchdown in the 3rd quarter, but they have not exactly been all on offense. Caught by Garth on a quick pass. It's a touchdown, zipped it right between Amadi and Kaysen, and Garth has himself a 4-yard touchdown reception.
They run Garth he's the runner, comes down and runs a stop right there. It almost looks like the same play, and Garth going back to huddle saying, hey guys, I'll run that play, throw me the ball, I'll be ready.
Big, tall, good hands, and he got it. And Virgilio will penalty marker on the play here. Virgilio will come on to try the point after he's missed both tonight.
On the offense, front to huddle with 9 players. 5-yard penalty.
Well, the illegal substitution penalty will cost Tri-Cities 5 yards. Back it up. Virgilio, who's 0 for 2 on PATs right now, it'll just be that much longer for him. And this is a critical point after right now, Johnny. He makes it. It's a 3-point game. It's a field goal game. If he misses it, it's a touchdown game.
And he hasn't even been close. It's not like he's
hit them both off that left pipe.
Yes.
So the ball is spotted at the 8-yard line. And now, with it being pushed back, Tri-Cities is going to go for the 2-point conversion. You don't have enough faith in your kicker to be able to bang it through from there. Baker wants to throw. 2-point conversion is no good. And the Blizzard will cling to a 4-point lead at 22-18. 5:17 to go. We'll come back with more Blizzard football next on The Fan.
American, the big store with more big TVs than anyone else. HD TVs, LCDs, DLPs, plasmas, and projectors. Choose from their incredibly big selection at their famously small prices. Every TV at American is guaranteed at the low price every single day. And American has over 100 flat panel TVs on display. Plus, American has the big brands you want. Sony Bravia, Toshiba, Pioneer, JVC, Hitachi, Samsung, LG, Mitsubishi, and more. Selection, expert advice, and the low price at American, where big TVs are a big deal. And when it comes to digital imaging, nobody's better than American. You'll find an unbeatable display of digital cameras and camcorders, all at the low price guaranteed. And American has the top brands you're looking for. Olympus, Sony, Nikon, Canon, Kodak, and more. Plus, American has everything you need to go along with your camera with a huge selection of photo printers and accessories. American, the Fox Valley's electronics headquarters, with a great selection, real service, and a low price guaranteed. That's American.
This is Blizzard Blizzard Football on the Fan.
Hey, Blizzard fans, coming to Los Banditos, located on the west and east side of Green Bay, to enjoy our great Mexican cuisine. We have a great Blizzard game night special that offers free house margaritas or tap beer when you come in and cash in your ticket stub on game days only. So Blizzard fans, after the game, come into Los Banditos and enjoy a complete menu of authentic Mexican food. 22-18 Green Bay. On top of Tri-Cities, Johnny Gray and rookie back here at U.S. Cellular Field at the Rush Center. 5:17 to go in the ball game, and Johnny, the Green Bay offense has been sputtering here in the second half. This game is far from over. They need a drive here.
Uh-oh, guys are starting to come up close. They're anticipating maybe an onside kick, rookie.
Donaldson back deep to receive for Green Bay. Here's the kick. It's a line drive knuckleball. It goes out of bounds. Is that a touchback? Yes. It was close to being out of bounds. Had it been out of bounds, that would have come out to the 20-yard line. Instead, Green Bay will have it at the 5-yard line, 1st and 10, with an offense that has been sputtering. I mean, wow.
Well, as much as we want to say sputtering, I mean, you look at the statistics on these guys as far as scoring. I think they average, what 31 points a game. Tonight they get 22. Maybe they score in this drive and kind of push it up to where their average is. But
that's still a sputtering offense, so 31 points is not very good,
no,
Johnny.
It's not. Ranked 27th in the league. They rely so much on the defense to come out there and hold other opponents down to the least amount of scoring. But you think somewhere along the line they're going to need to find a quarterback and go out there and feel confident enough. Here, speaking of finding a quarterback, Zeke Dixon's back in the ball game.
All right, they do the officials get together and they're going to move it out to the 20-yard line, saying the ball was kicked out of bounds. Kind of looked like that from up here. I think they got the call right. I think they did the right thing. I think they got together, Johnny. They talk about it, and it's coming out to the 20-yard line. I thought when it went out of play over the boards, I thought it was out of bounds and coming out to the 20-yard line. Inside 5 minutes to go in regulation. All right, they're going to reset the 25-second clock. Now we're good to go. All right, hash mark near side, trips to the near side. Gaduli back under center now sends Donald in motion to the left. 1st and 10 from their own 20. Gaduli to throw. Off his back foot downfield for Donaldson. Donaldson would have made a great catch, but it seems like maybe a fan interfered with him along the far sides. It looked like Donaldson was going to catch it, and maybe a fan knocked it out of his hands. We do have a penalty marker down on the play, though.
Okay, here comes the call.
Pass interference on Dodd Masters. It's going to be an automatic first down.
And when you weren't looking, Zeke Dixon is now back at quarterback.
Well, that was close. Dixon is back in at quarterback now. Gaduli threw that last pass, though. Dixon is back in at quarterback now. Maybe they don't like what they saw from Gaduli after a couple of possessions. That's going to be offsides on Tri-Cities. I think the cadence of Dixon got the big guy up the middle to leap forward and go into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Malcolm Stewart is the guy that jumped across. I think it was the cadence of Dixon that got him to come across.
I think so too. Again, you're changing quarterbacks, and all of a sudden you get that difference of a sound infraction in there and drill them off sides.
Well, it's interesting to go to Gaduli to begin with when you were winning, even though Dixon made a couple of poor decisions. And now they go back to him because Gaduli couldn't get the offense jump-started.
The 25-second clock did not restart the 25-second clock and didn't clock out by whistle.
All right, here we go. 4:05 to go in the ball game. Clock is running. Green Bay on the move, up by 4, 22-18. 1st and 5 from the 15. Dixon back in at QB. Donaldson in motion near side, has the snap. Here's the pressure, got it out to Ficklin, the running back, down to the 10 as he lumbers ahead close to a first down.
Oh, nice play by Ficklin. He's down on this play. I think he got his ankle rolled just a little bit. Oh, he's got cramps. He's reaching out there trying to get that toe to come back, release the pressure on the cramp. But that was a great play. He just allows it. The defender comes by, and then he just runs out there and catches the ball in the flat.
Yeah, they're going to work on Ficklin right now. They're massaging that calf. Good time to tell you that the Sports Corner is offering a deal for Blizzard fans. Fans can take the bus to and from all the home games for $18 for fans who already have tickets. It's $25 for those who do not have tickets. The price includes a food buffet, rail drinks, beer, soda before the game and on the bus. The buffet starts at 4:30. The bus leaves from the Sports Corner at 6:45. The Sports Corner will offer a keg on the bus and drink specials after the game. Join fellow Blizzard fans at the Sports Corner before and after the games for good food and fun. And Ficklin makes his way over to the bench now. And it'll be short of a first down by a foot. Second down and very, very short for the Blizzard. 3.5 to go in the ballgame. Clock is running. Green Bay looking to put this one out of reach. Donaldson comes in motion near side, trips now to the near side. And Dixon back to pass. Penalty marker down on the play. Another penalty marker down into the end zone, incomplete. Intended for Donaldson. 2 markers down on the play. And we got one of each player now. Yeah. What is going on in here, Johnny?
Well, knees, cramps, guys are falling down. We talked about that earlier.
I'm not cramping.
Well, you must have, you know, and I don't think the guys that came over here from the Sports Corner either. I think they got a lot of fluids in them. Keep those fluids.
Well, a couple of penalty markers down. We still have to wait for this to be sorted out.
Number 99 for Green Bay. A second neutral zone infraction.
All right, a false start on Green Bay. That's one of them.
Illegal defense.
And then illegal defense on Tri-Cities. We're going to replay second down is what we're going to do. So a break for the Green Bay Blizzard. They get to redo second down and short from just outside the 10-yard line of Tri-Cities. Clock starts to move again. 3:05 to go in regulation. 3 timeouts left for Green Bay, 2 timeouts for Tri-Cities. Dixon has a handoff, and it's a running play right up the middle, and spinning and churning ahead, still on his feet. Just go down. You don't want to fumble. Oh, my gosh, he doesn't have his helmet on anymore. He's still on his feet, and he gets tumbled down to the 3-yard line. And the Green Bay Blizzard fans love that run. Oh, by Tyree Young.
Tyree Young. That's his, for what or here at the Resch Center, that's got to be one of his first runs here. 6 feet, 300 pounds, normally a defensive player.
At the 9, he's still on his feet, spinning away. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 Tri-Cities players. It's just a scrum moving up the field. Inside the 5, he loses his helmet. Still on his feet. They're trying to strip the ball. See, that's the one thing I was worried about. They were trying to strip the ball. Shannon Davis was trying to get his hands in there to rip it away. At that point, Johnny, you're just like going, go down.
Just
don't
go
fumble.
down.
Just
Absolutely.
go down.
Just go down.
First and goal from the 4-yard line, and we have a timeout taken by Green Bay. Timeout on the field will break as well. 2:03 to go. Green Bay on top by 4. They're driving. It's 22-18 Blizzard football on the Fan.
The Fan.
Got something special to celebrate? Birthday, anniversary, promotion, bachelor party, girls' getaway weekend. Need a private party room, meeting room, banquet room, catered meals? Need a suite? A room near the pool, whirlpool? Need a good band to listen to? Dance a little? How about a golf getaway? 4 courses within minutes to choose from. Golf packages available. Rafting, anyone? Just minutes up the road on the Wolf River. All this and a chance to get lucky too. Awaits you at the Menominee Casino Bingo Hotel in Kashina, Wisconsin. Between Green Bay and Wausau, just 10 miles north of Highway 29, 8 miles north of downtown Shawano. We're more than a casino, much more.
Our hotel's great. You can stay. Bring your friends. Come and play.
We have breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Come join us. You're a winner. You love music.
Find it here.
Good times, good friends, and good cheer. You're gonna be an MVP. Where winning comes naturally. Menominee Casino in Kashina.
Now back to Blizzard Football on Sports Radio 107.5 and 1400 The Fan.
And you're listening to Blizzard Football on WDUC FM Brilliant Green Bay, WDUC AM Green Bay, Cumulus Media Stations. First and goal, Green Bay at the 4-yard line of Tri-Cities, looking to even their record at 3-3 and stay unbeaten here at U.S. Cellular Field at the Rush Center. Winless on the road. If they could pick up the win here, Johnny, then back here next Friday night against Cincinnati, they could go over 500 for the first time of the year.
That'd be sweet.
Defending the home turf, you got to win a couple on the road, though. Dixon back under center, has the snap, wants to throw, swing it left side. Hardwick just tiptoes into the end zone.
And tiptoe, you're right. That's exactly what he did. Why? Because he's so wide open. He just tiptoed. They had trips, ended up with trips on the top side. They did run the two inside receivers down to the inside, allowed him to kind of slide out there in the flat. And low coverage on the favorite side.
Forstrom will come on to try the point after. 28-18 right now. Clock is running, 1:30 to go. Here's the snap, the hold. The kick is on the way by Forstrom and right down the middle. 29-12 in favor of Green Bay. 29-18, I beg your pardon, in favor of Green Bay.
All right, here we are, Blizzard fans. I have a special announcement to make. Greg and Jean Reed have won the 32-inch LCD television. And they have been season ticket holders of the Blizzard.
Other games going on tonight, as we told you, in the af2. Albany at Manchester. Last time we heard, Manchester was up on top by 3. Louisville at Fort Wayne, where Fort Wayne led by a touchdown, and Rio Grande Valley was up 28-0 on Corpus Christi as well. There's a full slate of games in af2 on Saturday, and one game on Monday with Stockton at Everett. 29-18, Green Bay by 11, 1:18 to go in the ball game. Of course, things will slow down in that final minute again. Plus, Tri-Cities has 2 timeouts remaining, Johnny.
2 timeouts remaining, but they still haven't proven that they can move the ball up and down the field on the Blizzard defense. So you got to be sitting here right now as a Blizzard fan saying, well, you know, our defense is going to be on the field. We're going to get a turnover. We're going to make something happen, or they're not going to be able to make a play.
Forstrom will tee it up on the goal line to our left. 5,200 on hand tonight here to watch the Blizzard hopefully pick up a home win here at U.S. Cellular Field at the Rest Center. Beckles is back deep. Here's the kick from Forstrom. This is a good one. High end over end. Goes all the way across field, off the net, off the ground. Beckles has it in his own end zone. Low running room. 5, 10, 15. And tackled from behind at about the 18-yard line. Boy, that guy is good. He is a little water bug back there.
Oh, that he is, and he's able to read those blocks. He kind of just kept dipping and diving, or dipping and juking, and letting those blockers come in there and just bounce out to the open spot.
Boy, that ball went high off the net. It was across the field, kicked by Forstrom, and Beckles didn't field it cleanly. Had to pick it up off the turf, but that guy is quick. I mean, he is just quick and shifty.
I can see him playing on the wide receiver side of the ball.
1 minute into the game. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining.
All right, 1 minute left in the football game. 2 timeouts Green Bay, 2 timeouts for Tri-Cities.
Blizzard gives away one of those 32-inch LCD TVs, courtesy of American in every home game. Make sure you buy your program for the next Blizzard home game.
Well, a lot of pressure on Tri-Cities to quickly score here, even though 1 minute in arena football seems like an eternity. There's pressure to score right away because they are down by 2. Baker wants to throw. Here comes the pressure. Lobs it downfield for J.R. Thomas. And it's just out of the reach, and it goes incomplete. One bounce up into the stands, and a souvenir for a fan. And remember, normally when you're not in a 1 minute warning, even an incomplete pass, the clock will run. But when you get inside that 1 minute warning, we're down to 54.7 seconds. It stops right now.
This team trying to get it back all in one play. Throws it up there. J.R. Thomas had a step on Amadi, but just couldn't locate the football.
Second down and 10 from the 18-yard line of Tri-Cities. Garth and Carter wide right. J.R. Thomas to the near side. They give it to Garth on a little swing pass. He's got some running room and a blocker. They knock him out of bounds at about the 20, maybe the 19-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 49.3 seconds left. Where do they mark him out?
First down, Tri-Cities.
At about the 21-yard line.
Well, and Garth is a little upset because Fickley came across over there, gave a little bit of a bump, a little extra nudge over there, and Garth wanted a flag of the play. Wouldn't even give the ball back to the official, he just threw it down the field.
That was actually Gustavius Tyson that came over and gave him a little push, and then Ficklin was right there at the end with the knee, kind of the face mask. First and 10 from the 20-yard line. Baker to throw. Here comes the pressure. Marker down. He'll throw it up into the stands. Another marker down. 2 penalties on the play.
I got to believe that defensive line, as tough as they played all night long, went ahead and got after him. I think it's got to be a holding play.
The officials will talk things over at midfield. Well, Tri-Cities came into the ball game on a 3-game winning streak after dropping their first 2 to Mahoning Valley and Bakersfield. They went on a 3-game tear, knocking out Central Valley, Everett, and Stockton on the road next week at Bakersfield. For the Green Bay Blizzard, it's been lose, win, lose, win, lose, and they're trying to get the win here.
44, Green Bay, the wide apple is moving forward at the snap. Holding, number 71 offense.
Right, penalty each way. That'll be incidental penalties or coincidental penalties, call what you will. And they are set. They're offsetting penalties, and they'll redo the down.
One of the things that Coach Lytle talked about this week was that he thought this was going to be a very physical ball game, that this team, the Tri-Cities Fever, was going to be a very explosive team. He's got to be happy with the way the defense played.
Baker back under center, wants to throw, has time. It's nearly picked up by Amadi.
Amadi had it right in his sights. If he just puts out his fingertips and grabs that ball, snacks it out of the air, he's running down the sidelines for a quick touchdown.
It was intended for J.R. Thomas along the near side, and Amadi read it beautifully and got the hands on it, but couldn't get there in time to haul it in and make the pick 6. Second down and 10 from the 21-yard line. 41.8 seconds to go here in the ball game. Baker leads them back to the line. Has the snap and wants to throw. Here comes the rush. Circles away from it, but down he goes at about the 21, 22-yard line as the Green Bay defense just smothers him under. That's going to bring up third down and 11. Baker did a nice job to get away momentarily back at about his own 23-yard line, but then the rest of the defense was just there to swarm him under, and it's a loss of 1 on the play, and Tri-Cities has to spend a timeout. They'll have 1 left with 33.4 seconds left in the ball game.
So Mike, go ahead and play that music, and let's bounce those balls around.
Taking a look at some of the statistics for the Fever. Coming into the ball game, they were 17th in scoring offense, 47.8 points per ball game. Total offense, 10th in the league, 266 yards a ball game. Now for Green Bay, scoring defense, they were 5th in the league at 36.6, and that's including the 75 that Albany put on them. Really more do so to the offense that turned it over all the time than the defense. And then total defense, though, Green Bay 2nd in the league at 191 yards per ball game given up. So I'll tell you what, the defense doing the job again for Green Bay tonight, only allowing 18 points
After 3 quarters of play, the total offense was 166 for Tri-Cities. They might go over 200 yards tonight total, but it won't be much more than that, as Green Bay's done another terrific job defensively tonight in this ball game. Here we go, 3rd down and 11 from the 22-yard line of Green Bay. Baker surveys the defense. 33.5 seconds to go in regulation. Green Bay on top, 29-18. Baker, the snap, lobs it to his running back. Oh, it was a little behind him, and it goes incomplete. It was intended for Lamar Johnson, and he couldn't handle it. Had a little bit of room, but then it looks like it was closing down in a hurry on him. It looks like coming over to make the play would have been Gustavius Tyson.
Yeah, but he was the only one there. You had Thomas as the running back with the ball. You had Fox as the blocker being out there. Everybody else went with a motion that went to the other side. It was a perfect play call against the defense that the Blizzard had out there. That would have been a walk-in 6.
4th down and 11 for Tri-Cities from the 22-yard line of Green Bay. Baker back under center. Here we go to keep their hopes alive. Pump fake. Ficklin left over one defender. Now for the end zone and underneath the rim and out of play. It's incomplete. And I think Baker's down, too.
Yes, he is. He threw off his back foot trying to get the ball down the field. Obviously, throwing off like that, he got him up in the air, and it was an awkward position. Again, against the side paddling. You know, you take those awkward falls, it looks like he either got his lower back or his neck or shoulder kind of cringed in there.
He got driven into the turf after he got rid of the football, and he's down in front of the Green Bay Blizzard bench with 21.5 seconds remaining in the football game, and the Blizzard on their way to a victory. Brian Baker still down in front of the Green Bay Blizzard bench. A lot of players just milling around on the field. Now they lift him up, and he's walking under his own strength and headed for the bench. And what's going to be a disappointing loss for Tri-Cities, they will see their 3-game winning streak come to an end tonight here at U.S. Cellular Field at the Rest Center. Green Bay has the football at their own 22-yard line. All they have to do is run the clock.
This is something unusual. I think we saw this either at the last home game or even last year. Instead of taking the knee, you know, or going out and taking a knee, they still run the football. I'll have to ask Coach Lytle about that in the course of the week. Why not? Because the injuries can happen on every play. Why not just get away from that?
Dixon back under center. They'll hand it off, run the play to Young up the middle to the 24-yard line. And the clock continues to run, and it is going to be the ball game. The Green Bay Blizzard win their 3rd game at home. They improve their record to 500 ball as they win it 29-18 over Tri-Cities. That is your final score from U.S. Cellular Field at the Rest Center. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the postgame show next. This is Green Bay Blizzard football on Sports Radio 107.5 and 1400 The Fan.
What's your goal? To kick the ball or blast it? Introducing XL Athletic Performance from Bellin Health.
It's like rocket science, only you're the rocket, and it can help any athlete of any skill level.
What's it worth to be quicker, stronger, throw harder, jump higher?
How do you get off the bench and into the game, or take your game to the next level? Welcome to XL Athletic Performance Training, where science and experience factor big into making you play large.
This season, give an XL gift certificate to your athlete and watch them have the season of their lives.